heart of Savannah, where history and legend intertwine like the branches of history and legend intertwine like the branches of ancient by the ordinary eye. There exists a world unseen by the ordinary to stay buried here, and the past is alive to stay buried. Welcome to a life with where the veil between the living and the dead, where the veil between the living and the dead is where creatures of legend walk among us, where creatures of legend walk among ancient patterns still hold sway over the living, past supernatural hold sway over the living, and from the restless spirits that roam the old planet, from the restless spirits that roam the old planet, the shadows of the mythical windings lurking in the Savannah of the place where every alley corner hides a place where every nightfall hides a chapter in the story. Every nightfall brings a new chapter in the story. This is the story of Savannah's secret. This is where the story of Savannah is not just a whisper in the supernatural is not just a whisper in the very soul, but a pulse that beats through the very soul. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Are you ready to uncover the truth? Welcome to Mythic Savannah.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, right.
he's our professor, and I'm in crime scene analysis class.
Oh man, I'm blurry.
And he's telling us this.
Wow.
Okay,
Uh,
well, we're back. We're live once again for some more Mythic Savannah.
Mystic
Uh,
Savannah.
yes.
I'm
So,
blurry.
know your
There we
Davy.
go. No, I said unblurry.
Unbreaded?
Un, unblurry.
Did you swish and flick your wand?
I did.
Okay, good.
It hopefully
Did
it fixed
Wingardium
it.
We
Levosa?
went Guardian
Leviosa?
Leviosa.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
It's unblurry.
All right, so who is doing our recap for tonight's game? And I
That
believe
would
Brittany
be
has got notes tonight.
who did notes last time?
Abby,
Abby.
Abby
because
did,
they
and she's
switched.
not here.
Yeah.
So does that mean I get to do it?
I
yes.
don't think anybody is going to say no if you volunteer yourself
Right.
for another episode of Davy Hypes.
Nice. Okay, okay.
Last time.
Last time on Mythic Savannah. What did the team do? Let's find out. Get my notes. Char and Petra meet at Petra's cafe to discuss moving Petra's family in with the werewolves. Lillian's intel said Daniel Parker is attempting a hostile takeover. ATF agents are in town. The Giovanni clan has disappeared. And Jason Bishop is a threat. Investigation planning. The team is debating whether to investigate the prince's estate versus hunting the demon she-wolf who attacked Joe. Petra contacts Clive for a police scanner. It arrives in 20 minutes at Night Watch Occult Solutions. Joe and Jocelyn uh, at the warehouse. Jocelyn is blue pilled, meaning that she's not aligned with the light or the devil. She's a fallen angel.
Yep.
Joe reveals that she is a thin blood. Jocelyn knows. Joe contacts Sly to warn to avoid Daniel Parker and the she-wolf. Over at Nos, the equipment is delivered and installed in the car. Petra crafts wooden stakes from a tree. Charlotte asks Clive to stock Night Watch Solutions with stakes and a police code book. They go to the prince's estate and it is blown up. Clive reports nobody is nearby using night vision goggles. When Petra gets to the house, she sees two glowing aura with the Auspex glasses. The team splits up. Petra and Sly investigate the glowing auras. Char and Charles pretend to deliver cookies and question the neighbors. Komodo Dragon, Petra's spirit friend, points to a car a block away. Clive warns of two people in the bombed house and an armed neighbor. The teen neighbor that Char and Charles talked to said the police left quickly and did no interviews, which was kind of strange. Joe's escape. A crane somehow manages to smash into the warehouse. Joe and Jocelyn escape. They take a purple neon so as not to be tracked and blend in. Joe informs Sly of the attack and her escape. Back at the prince's estate, Petra now sees 6 glowing figures. One is green. A gunfight breaks out. Joe arrives in a smoking car. The neon just makes it. Petra kills one runner. Charles chases the last one and trips him. Petra stakes the final attacker dead. The suspicious vehicle that the Komodo dragon pointed to flees the scene, and sirens can be heard in the distance. The team decides to go back to Night Watch Occult Solutions. Sly comforts Joe. Joe reveals that she had a brother and something happened to him. Petra contacts Yang with a photo of a tattoo of the green aura attacker. It is Black Spiral Dancers, evil werewolves. Daniel Parker may be aligned with them, and their queen is Zizak, the terrifying, leather-clad, whip-wielding werewolf, said to be the avatar of the worm, the embodiment of destruction. Yang starts investigating Zizak. Rachel wins the RP vote, and that's what happened last time on Mythic Savannah.
All right.
Woohoo!
Good job. Yay.
Bear, 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 bear. Actually, I think I put that in there. Hold on a second. I did. Rave horn. Here we go. 1 second. There we go. Air horn to wake everybody up. Okay.
ST like laying on my character sheet.
An ST is laying on your character sheet?
My cat
Oh,
keeps laying on my character sheet.
because you broke up there a little bit and it legitimately sounded like an ST was laying on your character sheet. I'm like,
That's what I heard.
pretty sure that's not happening.
Rude.
So, be that as it may, and people are quickly redeeming points. It has been 2 days since we last played, or from the last game, I should say. Obviously, Charlotte is detained right now. She is currently occupied with Charlotte things, some of which have to do with the creation of magic items, and so she's needing uninterrupted time to do that. Joe has been laying low at the Night Watch Occult Solutions offices, trying to stay out of sight, out of mind.
Pretty much.
What have the rest of you been doing at this point?
Sly has also been living at the Night Watch Occult Solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, to avoid getting attacked again, hopefully.
I think Charles would just be back on the film. Like, nothing is occurring at all. It's not the end of the world. We're just filming a movie.
As far as your movie is concerned, I wouldn't say they're at a wrap, but they're in post-production at this point.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So you don't have to be like on scene or on set for anything in particular. So
Perfect.
Cassandra?
Cassandra is most likely in her swamp
Okay.
with her gators.
Okay. Cassandra in the swamp. Cade.
Yes, it is Arcade, and I totally remember my accent.
When in doubt, go watch past episodes.
Oh, yes, of course. I would like to, if possible, in the days that I have, could I have been working on the thing that I had been working on for some time?
I don't remember the thing you've been working on.
I've been creating
I vaguely remember you
essentially-
making rolls.
Yes, I was working on an amulet, something that will allow me to...
Well, you've got 2 days to try it, so give one
snap.
roll per day.
Here we go. And it is...
And if meditation is required, don't forget to add your meditation rolls.
Okay, and I let's see.
Which, given what you have to spend, if I recall, you'll probably have
Still
to.
gotta roll XP, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Pizza April.
George, while you're doing that,
Okay.
so not only are we rolling for the month of April XP, do we have any birthdays? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, that'd be a no. But we are also rolling for Rex Manning Day.
Let's
Rex Manning Day
go!
was this week, or was on the 8th of this week. And to show our appreciation of all things Rex Manning, we are also giving out some additional XP for Rex Manning Day.
Let's go.
So who wants
Roll
to
for Rex P.
So
3
there you
points.
roll for Rex P.
I did roll 3.
So that's for the
Total.
monthly, okay. And then for Rex P, I like that phrase. It's going to be 1d6 plus 1. Who's going to roll it?
6.
Nice.
Oh, so Rachel rolled it. Okay, so Rachel, you have to say, "Oh, Rexy, you're so sexy."
Oh, Rexy, you're so sexy.
There you go.
Say it.
Put some
You can-
oomph in it.
Say it in Joe's accent.
Oh. Well, no.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Okay, so 3 plus 6.
Yes. So 9 for the month of April.
Yay! I need 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, so now with that brief interlude out of the way, George, have you found what you needed and make your rolls?
So I made a roll. It's wits and crafts. Yes.
For your crafts?
So for making things, it's
No, it's in. Well, if you're, it depends on what it is that you're making. It's going to be intelligence, and crafts. If you're just like if it's like steel working, could be like strength and crafts. But
yeah,
usually one of those two.
Okay, because I think I had already built the device. I was just now imbuing it with power.
Okay. So then, yeah, intelligence and crafts.
Okay, well, it's I have the same stat. It's a 3 regardless, but I got 2 successes on it.
Dokily, dokily.
Yeah, I needed to sink 4 more. I'm at 9. I need 13 for it, so yeah, I'll just spend the rest of it, and it should be complete now. That's how this works, right? I've never crafted anything at White Wolf.
Well, you have now.
Okay. I hold it up above my head as a chime plays.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da.
Yeah. Okay.
Level up.
I have completed my metal ward. And then yes, I will do a meditation to try and speed up my recovery.
Yep, speed up your recovery. Go right ahead and do that.
Okay. Is it just let's see, meditation? Yeah, 2 dots. Is it just meditation or is it something else?
I thought we had those rules already.
It's my first day.
Thanks, Remus.
Oh, I miss Remus.
Yeah.
I'm sure Remus misses you.
Yeah. I also miss Benedict. He was fun. He's like the uncle I always wanted.
I miss Lily.
Oh, Lily. I do miss Lily. Okay. Well, yeah. But at least I have the ward. So, which is what I wanted. So yeah, I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on, and I will kind of just regret that it took me this long to make it. And, but yes, so that's kind of what my focus is. That and just preparing for the oncoming battles that are sure to come our way.
Alrighty. Well, I'm still looking up meditation at this point. If you find it, great. If not, I'll have to wait on it. But since I have to draw from so many games, when we get something specific to your character, I think I just found it. Make sure to clip it and put it in like your own chat or your own notes or something, so you have it on hand. That way, I don't. And that's just for everybody in general. That way, I don't have to go flipping through a bunch of books to try and find it. Okie doke. So meditation is rolling stamina and meditation at a difficulty 9.
Oh, okay. That sounds new. But yeah, stamina meditation. And if I have a specialty, can I use that?
Oh no, sorry. It's for you. It is rolling meditation plus your highest path that you have at a difficulty 9. And
Okay.
per success, you gain 1 additional second point.
Okay. So that is 5, difficulty 9. Okay, so it's 1 success, so I get 1 back. Okay. Yeah. And then I get 1 back every day as well, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So yeah, and then I guess I would get 1 back the next day.
Yeah, when you meditate, is to like try to get it between days or whatnot by taking a moment to refocus.
Yeah. I may try to meditate on the second day as well, just to, because I don't want to be caught with my my energy pants down.
Your second pants down.
Yes. Which sounds way nastier than it actually is. Oh, that's a failure.
Okay, so you just take 80 points.
Okay.
All right, and I've clipped it for you. It's in your chat, so pin it or something so that way you have it on hand.
Yeah, thank you.
Okie dokie. So now the question remains: what is everybody gonna do? What is everybody gonna do for today?
I'm gonna do some stuff.
Yep, Petra is
Also,
doing the ever elusive
things.
stuff,
That's awesome.
Stuff and things.
followed by things squared.
Yep.
Wow. Let's see. Well, during the 2 days, probably should have tried this in Side RP, but I just kept forgetting. It probably would have been like talking to Joss and Joe
Okay.
at NOS, just to like find out what they're like, because he doesn't know a lot about them.
Well, I will leave that up to Joss to decide how much she wishes to divulge.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you want to know. Apparently these people are after me, but I don't know how or why they could be at this point. I don't know how anybody knows that I'm what I am, but
Speaking of which, so I'm not fully versed in everything vampire or vampire adjacent or whatever. What exactly then makes you different from other vampires, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm looking at Jocelyn as I'm kind of just deciding like how much I want to say, because the more you know puts you guys in danger in a way. I I guess you could say that it's rumored that my kind is considered a sign of the end times. I am a vampire. I'm a what's called a dampier,
Hmm.
also known as a thin blood.
Okay.
It means that I am extremely far removed from any significant vampire potency, if you will. My parents were mixed vampire and human, and I am a product of that. And unfortunately, the rumors and the mythology with our kind is that we are considered basically just a sign again of the end times. We are considered a change that is unwelcome because our blood is so diluted.
Ah, kind of a strange timer, it sounds like.
It's a blessing and a curse. More so a curse lately.
Are there any other dampiers in the area that you know of?
No, not that I'm aware of. The last Dampier that I knew unfortunately died.
And was that your brother then, I take it?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask what took him?
Torture
By who
by
and why?
other vampires who did not like what we were.
Sorry to hear about that.
You know, it was a good 20 years ago, but it still seems to follow me everywhere.
Those individuals who killed him, are they around here or was that somewhere else?
Oh, it was somewhere else. But people like my heritage have far-reaching fingers. So, but that's what I'm like, honestly, still confused. Like, I don't understand why. I mean, I've been here for like 5 years, no issues, done my part, stayed low, just kept my nose out of shit that didn't need to be in. Why now all of a sudden? Like, I don't understand how this Daniel Parker and these other people like are after me specifically. How did they even find out? Like, I have so many questions there.
This is a reminder.
Alexis,
Yeah, how they found out, that is a good question.
I wonder if people are just assuming that it's me. I mean, but I don't know why Daniel would know me specifically. Like, I never, I don't know this person. Like, who would they even get this information from?
It might just be some sort of magic, supernatural sense at play, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be another vampire. We already
I
know that
know.
this Isaac is something different entirely.
Well, they seem to be working in tandem with these black spiral dancer things, and so I mean, why would they even care? This doesn't make any sense. That's all. Just, I don't know. Anyway, please try to keep that between us. Like, this has been building up for a while. Like, I feel like I've been needing to tell somebody, but it's just something that's so so very specific.
We're
Just,
not always in control of our destiny, it seems, and no matter what we try to do, sometimes we're just forced to fail.
Well, you know,
Fortunately, it doesn't have to be forever.
I thought that hiding in plain sight would have been a good idea here, but I guess not.
Well, you're surrounded by some powerful individuals, and we're going to keep you safe until we get rid of this Zizak and her cohorts.
Well, it seems like it's all. I don't know. I feel like if I wasn't around, you guys wouldn't have this problem.
You know, I wouldn't think of it that way, because these things seem to be woven into the fabric of reality. It's destined to happen. The decisions you made and everyone else around you has made were going to lead us all here to Savannah at around this time.
Well, Savannah is definitely a melting pot.
It is. I didn't expect it when I first came here months ago, but boy, it's something. Not what
Listen,
I was expecting.
you knowing what I am, listen, that's just try to keep it on the down low, okay? Please don't share it with the others at this point yet.
Is there a reason why you don't want them to know? I mean, this seems like
I'm not used to sharing that information. That's just something I keep very, very close.
Right. Fair enough.
It's just a personal preference. When I feel that perhaps I know them a little more, I trust you. I haven't had any issues with you, and I feel like you have most people's best interests at heart. So,
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Jerome would, so obviously Joe and Slayer here. Is Joss around here as well, or is she out for the moment?
Mhm.
Okay. Then he'd, while still standing there, he'll like turn and look to Joss and be like, So now we've got to know your story. If we're all spilling the beans, it's clearly
Yeah,
it's
no,
your
no.
turn.
Me just saying something doesn't mean everybody's got to spill beans.
Oh God, this was our opportunity to learn. What do you? Okay,
Listen,
fine.
some things need to be kept a bit private. Even my stuff. But
Sure.
She shrugs. She says,
It's up to
"I'm
her.
a mixed martial arts fighter. What do you want to know? I punch women and sometimes guys."
Right. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. I've been watching some fights here and there for a while now. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you're something to behold in the ring. That's your moves are pretty impressive.
Oh, well, I haven't exactly had many televised matches, but thank you.
Oh no, I don't mean televised. No. I mean you still fight like the more underground circuits and whatnot, I take it.
I mean, I get my money where I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure I placed a bet on you once a while ago. Yeah, that was a good bet. Appreciate you.
Okay, well, if you bet on me, I'm hopefully I won and you got some money.
Oh,
It's kind of vague. I don't know where you got that from, but now I guess I'm kind of acting now because I got cast in Charlie's movie.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's where we met. I was working on his film with her, and she's his co-star.
Got it. Got it. Well, it's a good move. It seems to be just about anybody in sports or athletics. They'll move into Hollywood circles or close to that. I think that'll work pretty well for you.
Worked for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Worked for Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It really worked for Chuck Norris. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right on
Walker,
that.
Texas Ranger for the win.
So, Josh, you seem to be more than just that, though. Are you willing to say what type of supernatural persuasion you might be? That's what I'm getting,
Oh,
anyway.
I see where you're getting at. Okay, I'm a Decepticon. I'm more than meets the eye.
Oh, aren't we all? Well, all right, all right. Cards close to the vest. I understand.
Speaking of which, what are you?
Me?
What's your supernatural persuasion?
Well, I suppose you could call me a fallen angel.
I try very hard not to glance at Jocelyn when he says that. Like the whole quick eye flicker deal.
Okay, so she shrugs. She says, it could be, he could be legit.
So you're a fallen angel.
Emotional damage.
That might be
Is there
vague.
more than one kind? I mean, doesn't that mean you're like a demon?
Technically, yes. You know, it's one of those situations where history is written by the victor. So it's not as if we get to name ourselves, but demon is the common parlance.
What would you prefer? Not that I'm gonna refer to you by what you are necessarily. I'm gonna refer to you by Sly, but I'm just curious. Well, do you have a preference as to what you're referred to as?
Angelically challenged?
Yeah.
You
Free
know what?
faller?
Angelic American.
Perfect. He'll be like, I'll let you decide. Either of them work for me. It really doesn't matter. I happen to take some pride in my heritage, actually.
You know, I wish more people did. I can't say the same for myself right now. So, you know what? I'll just take it all in. I'm glad to have a fallen angel on my side, at least.
Are
Good.
you sure about that?
For now, until you make me think otherwise.
So
Until
Listen, I can't judge.
provincially, you're okay with him until. I mean, okay.
What do you want me to say? Like, I mean, it's so far so good. Okay.
that's fine. And until I show you that I'm just a terrible monster.
I mean, you know what? To prove me right. What I said, that you are a decent individual. So far,
right.
you have. So
Excellent.
Cassandra will be calling Sly.
Beep 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 beep. Which,
know,
on a side note, Brittany and I heard as we passed by a room at Game On Expo.
That's awesome.
Someone's legitimate phone ring or
We had no
text or something
idea
like that, yeah.
that Dale was even there.
Yeah, that's the first thing we thought. I was like, hey, Dale got paged.
Yeah. So he picks up his phone, like, oh, it's Cassandra. Let's see what you have to say. Hello, Cass.
Hello, Sly. Where are you at this moment?
Still living at Nuss. Why do you ask?
Why are you living at North?
Because the last time I lived at a different place that was well known, a group of crazy wackos tried to murder me. Fortunately, I wasn't there, but they murdered someone else. You remember that, right? At the
Yes,
cabin.
yes. I remember that. You know, you could have stayed at the swamp. It's a
Yeah,
little
but
bit more secluded.
true. But if we needed any help, you're kind of hard to get to, which can be a good thing, but at the same time, could be bad if we needed allies.
It's always a good thing. But besides all that, I am in town, so I guess I will make my way to you.
All right, we'll see you here soon.
Okay.
So, we're going to get a visit by Cass.
oh, okay.
So she looks to Joe for a second. She says, what's a Cass?
Uh, um, you know what? I'm not really sure what she is. I think she's. Is she a witch, Sly? I'm not really sure.
She's a self-proclaimed voodoo priestess, a
Oh,
legitimate one, and a diviner, a seer of sorts.
well, she seems to divine a lot of shit about me lately.
Well, you and others are at the crux of whatever the bad guys have in store for the end of the world.
So Davy, as you, I guess, check
Yes. Yeah, what's up? I was about to.
out. So
Let me
as
be
you
right
check
back.
back into your hotel room at this point,
Uh
you step on a note.
huh. Ooh,
Like
no.
somebody had slid a note under your door, but
All
you
right.
weren't there for it.
All right, let's pick it up and read it. What's it say?
Okay. So it is just some basic handwriting. It's like somebody grabbed a blank piece of printer paper and scribbled, something on it. And it indicates that the item in which you seek is in Saint Augustine.
Interesting. Fold up the paper, put it in my pocket, pull out my cell phone,
Okay.
and he's going to group text. Do you guys want to go to St. Augustine's? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
He'll text back, why? And remind me What is St. Augustine's?
We're talking about St. Augustine's, Florida, right?
Yep.
Okay. City in Florida. He'll return with City in Florida. Apparently, an item I'm looking for can be found there.
What item are you looking for?
It can only be one thing.
The Holy
Send.
Grail.
Is
Best not to say over the phone.
The Ark of the
I'll
Covenant.
I'll head over to NOS, and if you guys are cool with it, we can all head out.
Sure, I'll see you there in a bit.
Okay. Get in the car, drive to Night Watch Occult Solutions. Get inside. And, okay, guys, he'll pull out the note and, he'll let everybody, see it and read it. It's like, the only thing I can think of that this goes to is the lens of, oh no, what was that angel's name? Zadkiel?
Ezekiel?
It started
sorry,
with
I'm
a
not there.
Z.
No.
Jerome, would that name remind Sly of who that might be? Does he remember that at all?
What name are you referring to?
Zadkiel?
In reference to what?
Can he remember back in his early days of being an angel and remember who Zadkiel was, what they were like, all that stuff?
Hold on one second. Yeah, go ahead and give it a roll.
Cool.
Is
Can I
it-
use my 2 dots of legacy, which is used for remembering
Yep.
ancient things? Cool.
Is it Zakiel or Ezekiel?
It's with the Zadkiel. Okay.
Zadkiel.
Oh, Zadkiel. Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
I will
Ezekiel
never forget that name.
saw a wheel, and it was way up in the middle of the air.
Oh.
Sorry, that's a choir song. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air.
All right. 1 success.
Okay, so you only remember the basics. Is that he was actually an archangel, and he was previously he had been an archangel of mercy and forgiveness.
Okay. Archangel of mercy and forgiveness. Interesting. What is this supposed to do?
Maybe that's where the Midnight Augury's at. Remember the lens of Zadkiel? That it can translate anything?
Right.
It's the only thing that I can think of that this refers to. The thing that I want would be to translate the scroll, and I need the lens to do it. So either the Midnight Augury is there or the lens is there.
Where did you get this note?
It was just in my room. I walked in, it was on the ground, I picked it up. I was like, "Oh, this sounds promising." So
It could also be a trap. Who
it could also be a trap.
do you know anybody who was aware that you were seeking out this item?
Just you guys.
Huh. Wow.
That and the magician in across the way. I can't remember his name. Is it Daryl? Darren?
Dylan Lowe, the
Dylan
sorcerer
Lowe.
that one of
Right.
the names.
I think it was one of the possible payments he would accept. The chains of an angel that I cannot remember, the lens, the nails, money, and something else I can't remember.
Vampire blood. He's a fan of.
Mm. So only he and you guys would know. Well, no, he wouldn't even know that I'm after it, but he would know of it. So could be a trap. It could be something we're looking for. It could be helpful.
I suppose Shaw would also appreciate a lens that would allow her to read any ancient text. It might be.
Go ahead and keep role playing. Be right back.
Um,
I mean, it could be helpful for all of us. It could be even helpful, who knows what other ancient texts we could run into along the way. So
It's true.
I think I'm out of character. I missed something. Is Charles here? I went
Yep.
away for a minute, but
Mhm.
so Charles
like-
is at the shop with us
Yep.
now,
Yeah,
along
yeah.
with
I think we all are.
Cassandra. Are we all there now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all
Okay.
gathered.
We received a call to action.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you guys want to go, I'm gonna go. I think it would be safe if somebody came with me.
Yes,
Well, I don't know anything really about the Midnight Augury, but I definitely don't think you should go by yourself.
yes,
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous for any of us to be alone at this moment.
I probably need to ask Jerome about this. Like, do we know that there's like the whole test of being able to see the card without being
Yes.
able to see the card?
I think Clive
Clive
told us
explained that to
about
us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is the Midnight Augury some sort of vampire thing?
No, not just the vampire specific, just more supernatural specific. Like it's a traveling marketplace.
Oh, interesting.
you could get
Very
anything
exclusive.
Oh, perhaps we could ask Clive to accompany us. If it's something that he's been to, perhaps he would know the way of getting in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely would not suggest a regular human go by themselves.
Oh yes, no, it should be a road trip. It'd do us all some good to get out of Savannah for a little bit.
I don't want to go to the Midnight Augury. I don't have anything there that I need.
Is
And
that
no offense, I'm not keen on going there to protect anybody when I'm trying to protect myself at the moment too.
Going there could be a means of protecting yourself, especially if you're around all of us.
I don't know. It kind of feels like it leaves me open to more of the other types. That's one of those melting pots of places where other types go too.
It seems to me like keeping you moving seems to be a better way of keeping you hidden rather than leaving you in one place. Eventually, they're going to come finding you.
She's frustrated like that.
Oh,
They have no reason to know, no reason to come after me. Like, why these people all of a sudden wanting me?
and we won't know until we capture one, but unless we are keen to have this building have a crane blown through it, we should probably keep you on the move. We don't want them to find you, so
Right.
let us do our best to keep you out of their grasp.
Yeah. Regardless of the reason, it's clearly happening. So keeping you on the move keeps you hard to get.
They certainly wouldn't expect you to suddenly be in St. Augustine, Florida.
You know, I thought I was safe here in Savannah.
No.
Guess not.
Once we take care of this, you'll be safe again. But for the moment, we have to rely on each other.
Exactly. Well said.
The song is in my head now.
Gonna give Clive a ring.
Okay.
When he materializes, I'm gonna show him
He's
the
not
note.
that kind of guy.
So he says, "Oh, hello, sir. How can I help? How can I assist you today?"
Yes, Clive. Did you write this note? Are we on the phone or
You're on
did
the
he?
phone.
Okay. I have a note here. Did you leave a note by my place, by chance?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. Well,
I would have called you or shown it physically if there was something pressing.
Okay.
Is there something pressing?
The note says that what I'm looking for can be found at St. Augustine's. Do you know anything about St. Augustine's?
That it is one of the most haunted cities in the United States, but somehow I don't think that was what you were hunting for.
Is there a
It has
church or
lovely
something?
old world architecture. Spanish by design.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna be taking a trip out there anyway. You can, if we need you, you can show up in St. Augustine's, right?
If you have phone access, yes, I can.
Awesome, awesome. All right, thank you, Clive.
Of course. Hangs up.
Is
Wait,
there?
where even in St. Augustine are you going to find the entrance to this place? Like,
Well, I'm
it just
getting
said,
out. Yeah,
sorry, it just said St. Augustine's, that note you got, right? Is there any place in
yeah.
town that's known as like a St. Augustine's, like a church or anything like that?
I will Google
That would
it.
be ironic.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
actually.
it was here the entire time. St. Augustine's Church.
Like anything labeled
Yeah.
St. Augustine's, like I feel like it's weird. I mean, it's not necessarily weird to go to another state for that, but if I don't have to travel across state lines, that would be beneficial.
Let's see. Apparently, there is one. St. Augustine Catholic Church originated as a Southwest Georgia mission. Okay. Now, let's see. It's in Thomasville, Georgia. There's a St. Augustine Catholic Church. Let's see.
Well,
How far is that from here?
If you drive by car, it's going to be about 2.5 hours, depending upon traffic and speed.
I mean, it's not that far out, but
yeah, it's not Florida.
roughly 5 hours round trip. That's pushing it for me. But I think that might be. I mean, it just seems weird that it would be in a whole nother state versus maybe where we're at, considering things.
Okay, looking at the note again, Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the sense that it's St. Augustine's the city, St. Augustine's a place, or just says St. Augustine?
You know what? That's a great question. Why don't you give me
Ooh,
a wits and investigations check?
Wits and investigation. I will be spending willpower.
All right, you do that.
Wits investigation 4 + 1.
Cassandra, do you have any sort of magical way of perhaps figuring out where this note came from? Who was the person who wrote it?
What was the difficulty again? 6, right?
Yeah, just difficulty 6. I didn't give you one, so
Okay.
anytime I don't state it, it's 6.
Okay. 3 successes.
I could try, yes.
Okay, so Charles, you look over the note. Charles, you look over the note.
Phasers.
You say
set to start.
sabotage. I say sabotage. It sickens me. I need to play a character that has Shatnerisms. That would be fun. So
In Star Wars.
So you're looking at it. You're pretty certain, based on the note, your hunch is that it's talking about St. Augustine, the city. However, the way in which it's written looks very familiar.
Okay.
According to the dog, anyways.
We should always counsel the dog in all matters.
I am so sorry.
If I can hold the note, I can try to see if I can get an impression, maybe see who left it.
Sure, go right on ahead. Difficulty 8.
Okay. This one's MM, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, one success. Gosh, out of all those dice.
Alrighty, so you got a whole one success. So you, what form of scrying or divination, I should say, are you attempting to do?
Um, she would she would have just thrown some bones.
Okay. So she lays a cloth down out on a table, breaks out another older looking cloth. It's got some gnarly looking bones in it. Throws it out there. Starts reading the signs. And the signs point to Sylvester.
Mm.
I not only a name. Sylvester.
That's me. Unless there's another Sylvester we're going to talk to in St. Augustine.
Jerome, you said that the handwriting looked familiar.
Yep,
Who does it remind me of?
somebody familiar. Unfortunately, you have
Ah,
to have people like write something out for you to match it up with.
okay. The handwriting looks familiar.
And you just said Sylvester. Cassandra, was that correct?
We
Well, I didn't write the note.
Did your future self write the note?
You know what? No, very unlikely. I don't see how that would even work.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps we should have you write down in your own handwriting. Let's see if it matches up. Because you say it looks familiar to you, Charles.
Actually, yeah, that might be a good idea.
Have
Go
you
over
ever
to
seen
the-
his writing before? Like, is that a common thing for you to recognize? I feel like you guys only just met when we did.
I mean that is true, but if the signs are pointing to Sylvester,
Like, all it means is that he might be associated with it, not that he wrote it.
He goes over to a desk, gets a piece of paper, a pen. Okay, what did the note say? I'll write down exactly what it said.
you can find what you're looking for in St. Augustine's.
All right. Finished writing, hands it over.
Okay,
Does
so
it match?
he hands over the letter, or well, whatever he wrote. The handwriting matches, but what Sly wrote doesn't match what was on the paper.
Oh,
Your paper says obviously what what you seek is in St. Augustine. What Sly wrote down, of course, he wrote it down as you said it. But what he ended up writing out was the chalice is in St. Augustine.
oh my God!
Okay.
So he's standing there like, does it
Like,
match?
I didn't write that.
Oh yeah, and they match.
It's gonna turn them around for everybody else to see.
Oh, I should have been a detective.
Are you
Okay,
guys
let me
seeing
back up
this?
for a second here. So, Sly, you wrote literally verbatim the same thing that the other note said. Is that what I'm understanding here? Or did you write something else entirely, like this? I am Sly, aka Sylvester, and then it translated into that.
So like he reaches out and like takes the paper that he gave to Charles and takes it back, and he's looking at it like, that is not what I wrote. We need to go to St. Augustine. If that's if I don't know how that happened.
Okay, so St. Augustine's, the city
In Florida. Let's take a
in
look.
Florida.
Road
That's more
trip.
than a couple hours away.
Luvo, are you near?
And the
I'm
chalice,
sorry,
though, you
Shelly. Who are
said
you
versus
asking for?
Laveau, her familiar.
Your ferret or weasel?
Weasel. Yeah.
Weasel. Yep. So he comes like scurrying out of your backpack.
so the note said, okay, so what did the note say again? From not from Sly, but from
Hey, bro, it's the whistle. You called?
I want you to stick close to us, please. I may need your help.
Oh, like for certainly. Are we gonna go to like Magic Mountain, dude? Because I like want to waste the jitters.
I forget. Can we hear this weasel?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
No, someplace called the Midnight Augury in St. Augustine.
Oh, well, that sounds different.
Have you ever heard of this Midnight Augury?
No, dude.
Okay.
I have a question now. I'm wondering why do we think we're going to the Midnight Augury? Was that actually stated? Or?
that's
No, it
where
wasn't. That's
Charles wanted to go. Or
Yeah, I had thought that maybe that's where the location was
Oh,
at,
but
but yeah,
I have a question though. So
yeah.
what you wrote, Sly, was the chalice is in St. Augustine's, right?
no.
Not what you
I
intended,
tried
right?
to write down exactly what he said.
Right.
I don't know how I
What
wrote that.
What I'm saying is that it's referencing two different items. The chalice and then what your note said, right? The lens or something that you're looking
No,
for?
mine never said anything about a lens. I thought it might have been about the lens.
So what was the note that you got then?
You'll
That
what you seek is at St. Augustine's.
so
Is what
you're
it
you're
said.
looking for the lens though, not a chalice.
No,
He might
well,
have been looking for that.
I'm also looking for the chalice.
So
We're all
okay,
looking for
okay.
the chalice.
So you're looking for two things. You're looking for a lens and you're looking for a chalice.
Oh, yep.
We really need
And
that
you
chalice.
said nothing about a chalice, but yet you wrote it. So it sounds like both of these items are in St. Augustine's.
well, the lens may not be. It may not be there. I think it was the assumption was that the item that Charles himself was looking for was in St. Augustine, but we as a group are searching for the chalice that was stolen from us
Mhm.
that could pose a great threat if we don't retrieve it. So,
Okay, I've been away from you guys for a little bit, so I just need to clarify some.
oh no,
So both things, it seems like. I mean, really, I'm coming down to like. It sounds like both things we're looking for might be in St. Augustine.
It
I
might
mean,
be
it's
at
a
least the
plus.
chalice.
Yeah, we know the
And even if
chalice
it's
is
just
there.
that, we need to go there to get it back.
well, I'm assuming St. Augustine is a big enough city. Do we know where the chalice might be hidden within?
I'm gonna
Where?
look at slide. Are you cursed? Like you wrote what you thought out, but then it came out as this. So like, why would it change that? Like, is there something that's affecting your ability
Yeah,
there?
Joss is like, did a little boy make a wish that you can't lie?
That was a great film, wasn't it? But
Oh,
no,
I've
to
seen
my
that
knowledge,
movie.
I don't have any children that made a birthday wish.
Okay,
I
well,
just
I'm
wonder
I'm
if you
out of
might be
guesses then.
cursed. It's I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. That's all. Considering you can't like write what you actually are writing down, it comes out as something else entirely.
It's
When
like
we get closer to
Oh, does that mean
this
that whatever's
place,
written was a lie, and what you're saying is the truth?
when we get closer to this place, I will try to see if I can pick up on the chalice.
Be careful when you do that, of course, and tell us before you try.
Yes, and I will not be taking any substance why this woman is loose.
Good.
So
All
is
right.
it possible that we are receiving some sort of do you have in the hierarchy, is there angels that are above you that might be giving you some sort of clue?
That's a whole other can of worms as far as hierarchy goes. It could be something similar. I could have been given a message, but it didn't seem like it would subvert my will like that. But regardless, if that's what I wrote, and that's the note that we got, and it's regarding the chalice, we need it. We need to get it.
Then we should have already left.
Does
We
anybody here need anything else or need to do anything before we go?
have we already ordered the bulletproof vests that we had already discussed about? Have those come in?
We would need to actually go and get those somewhere. I'm pretty sure it takes too long to actually send, and everyone's measurements need to be taken. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing.
Oh, okay.
We should take some equipment, EMF readers, goggles, night vision goggles, thermo if we have it.
Yeah, probably all the equipment that we have here at NOS. We should just take that with, just in case, because who knows what we're going to actually run into there.
Is Petra here? Is Petra with us?
She is not.
What?
Text
All
Petra.
this without Petra? What?
Unacceptable. No.
Just rude. Why wouldn't she be included in the group text?
Yeah. No, she would have. But Charles will text her directly and be like, "Hey, we're headed to St. Augustine's. You want to come along?" Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
After a couple minutes, question mark.
Send it
more,
already.
Question mark. Some spice, 3 question marks.
I'm pretty sure you don't receive a reply.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, she's ghosting us.
She's ghosting us. Jeez.
She must be running from her problems again.
No, that was me for the last 20 years.
Oh,
Here I
yes.
am.
No, yes, it's a common theme.
Oh, Petra's been running from her problems for a lot longer than that.
Oh, I'm sure.
wow. So after waiting a few minutes and not getting a response, it's going to be like, okay, that's enough of this.
Yeah.
So he then just tries to call Petra, see if she picks up.
Okay. It goes directly to voicemail.
Hi, Petra. It's Sly. Not a good time to ghost us. Just saying.
Oh.
Yep. Call me back. Thanks.
I'm going to call Young.
Okay. So he picks up the phone. Hello?
Hello, Young. This is excuse me. This is Cade. We met a few times before.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember. The number was unfamiliar, but anyways, how can I help?
Yes, yeah. I apologize. We had exchanged numbers, but I heretofore had not messaged you. So yes, the reason I'm calling is because we are trying to reach Petra, but she is not answering her phone. I was aware that you and your group have been keeping a very vigilant eye over her and her family, and I just wanted to check in with you and see if you were aware of her whereabouts.
The last update that I received was that she was meeting with her son.
She's meeting with her son.
But I haven't heard anything since.
Interesting. When did you last receive this this update?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. And she's not contacted you since. And I'm also, well, actually, I don't know if I know this. Okay. All right, Yang. Well, thank you very much for the information. If she should happen to contact you, please let her know that we are, we just want to make sure that she's okay. Things are a bit spicy at the moment. We want to make sure that everyone.
I'll send somebody by her house to see if somebody's there as well.
No, yes, that would be excellent. Thank you. Right, now we'll hang up and turn to the group. So Petra has apparently gone to meet her son, but that was yesterday. Young has not heard from her since then. He said he's going to send someone out to go check out her home. Yes, I've not. So I apologize for being indisposed the last few days, but yes, this is curious, although not unusual for Petra. Does anyone know anyone else we should call?
Unfortunately, she keeps a lot of that information close to her. Well, we could go to her
You could always check in
diner.
with Charlotte.
Could try to contact her friend, Charlotte. I know she's not here either. We'd have Cass try to locate her, but again, that's a risk.
Yeah, let's start with Charlotte, and we can cross off the easy answers first, and then go to the more difficult ones. So I will call Charlotte.
Okay. So the phone picks up. Hello.
Hello, is this Charlotte?
No, this is a decidedly pointed male voice. Who is this?
Jerome, who am I speaking to?
That's a great question.
Okay. Is it a voice I recognize from her estate? I know she has many people working for her.
Not from the phone, no.
No? Okay. I'm sorry. This is Kate. Is Charlotte available?
No, she's a bit detained.
She's detained. Do you mean literally detained? Do you just mean she's busy?
Yes.
I'm
sorry. What'd you say your name was again, mate?
My name is Kate. I actually am staying on her plantation.
Oh, right. Okay, I think I remember you.
I'm sorry. Your accent is very unfamiliar to me. I'm pretty sure I remember. Who is this?
he says, I think we met when you were you and your posse were doing some sort of get together at what was that, a movie studio or some such?
And your name, good sir?
Oh, you can call me Tom.
Tom. Hold on a minute, Tom. I'm gonna just kind of put my hand on the receiver.
Okay.
Who is Tom? Does anybody know Charlotte has somebody named Tom that works for her?
We met Tom. He's also, and he takes that paper and tries real carefully to write out the name Azazel and then show that to him.
No problem.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, he picked up Charlotte's phone. Is that unusual?
Oh, Tom. No, that's not unusual at all.
He said that apparently right now she is detained. I stressed, does he mean busy or does she mean detained? And he said yes.
Well, she probably was busy very recently.
I'm sorry, is this a sexual thing?
You did it. You figured it out. Kate got it. He finally got the innuendo, everybody.
He said specifically detained, which where if someone's being detained, usually that means they have been arrested. Yes, and this is a person that up to this point I have no idea if I should trust. So him telling us that our friend that has been detained, if he meant sexy times, I wish he had just said it. But yes, Tom, can Charlotte come to the phone?
Afraid not. I don't know if you want the details. Handcuffs are involved.
What, is it going to destroy the role play? Oh my goodness.
Oh, of course not. It's not going to destroy the role play. You just interrupting a bit.
Okay, well, it's kind of an emergency. Could you please put it on for a second?
I have to say, this is the first time this has ever happened. Love, do you want to answer the phone? And so she he rummages and puts over the phone, and you hear her, and she's having troubles keeping her breath. She's like, yeah.
Charlotte, we're looking for Petra. Is Petra over there with you in your naughty dungeon?
And she says, oh, no.
Do you know where Petra is?
A little busy. No, no, no.
All right, this is getting awkward. I just hang up.
Okay.
Okay, so, yes, most definitely, they're doing the do over there,
Right.
as they said in Camelot. Yeah, but she doesn't know where Petra is. But apparently, she's not concerned. She has other things on her mind.
At the minimum.
Zing.
All right. Well, it's strange that she went to her son's, and it's been an entire day, and yet we can't reach her. Her just being at her son's shouldn't really mean that she just turned off her phone.
Has anybody met her son? Is her son a normal person? I mean, presuming her daughter's not quite normal.
The one person who'd probably know that is detained at the moment.
Yes.
So
I must say, as a person who is a knight from another time, you all have so many secrets. It's a little unnerving, but yes. So should we? Getting the chance is definitely a priority, but should we also not secure Petra's location?
right, we need to make sure that she's not in danger. Cass, can you find her?
Yes. Do you have a map?
He looks around. Is there like a map or an atlas or something in the area in Night Watch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gets that, brings it out, sets it on the table.
They've got that, including it's obviously I don't know if they still make them. Let me double check real fast. Probably not.
She has a black onyx crystal around her neck, so she's going to take off, the chain off her neck. She's going to hold it up,
Okay.
and
So
she's going to
they also-
concentrate.
They have a map, like a big overall map. They also
Yeah.
got Thomas guides.
Okay, so she's going to use the pendulum, to see if the pendulum will. She'll run it across the map. She'll see if the pendulum will start to kind of swing at a certain part of the map.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Difficulty 8.
I'm going to burn a willpower as well.
Go ahead.
I would like more than just one success. And I botch.
Nice.
Well, that's canceled
You,
by the willpower.
you know what? No, no, it's a botch. I'm gonna re-roll that. I do have a re-roll. cannot believe how bad these rolls have been. Much better. 5.
That's better. Brittany gave you another reroll, Shelly.
Thank
to
you,
make sure I mark
love.
that down. Okay, so at this point, you start to focus on the map. You're trying to get vibes, and what it comes back to is it looks like it's pointing to somewhere in St. Augustine.
It's. She's just gonna look up at Sly. We need to go to St. Augustine.
She's there too, then. Well, the plot thickens, everybody. Pack your bags. Going on a road trip.
The Mythic Savannah is going to St. Augustine.
Holiday Road.
Right. Joe,
Yeah.
you're coming with us too, right?
I guess I am.
That's the spirit. Joss,
Yeah.
you can come with too, right?
Was that a request, or are you asking me?
Isn't the
you-
request
Please
also
come with.
asking? I mean, up there. She
Oh.
just asked you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It just sounded like he was like giving me permission to do it. Anyway.
Babe,
Yeah,
you don't
that's
need
fine.
permission.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna follow you there. I've got your back.
Oh, is Jocelyn your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well,
I'd look at Jocelyn
Yeah,
and
she-
expect her to refute it.
She kind of like looks around and she's, why did everything get weird all of a sudden?
no, I'm
Because you know what? This whole night has been weird. Because
Okay, fair.
I have just merely learned that this group is a lot more active than I had any prior inkling. But yes, let us go.
Active. And she's like, then she looks at Charles and she's like, how much have you been paying for?
Shrug.
Man's got to eat.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet bread of life.
Sorry, out of character, I looked through all the notes like involving Petra's son. All I know is his name is Sean, and that she just calls him occasionally. Like we know nothing else of him.
Yeah, he's like
Nothing.
He's like Barbara Gordon Oracle. He's just like he's sitting in
Yes.
a chair just giving her info.
Okay.
So it looks like it's 2 hours 43 minutes to St. Augustine's from here.
Yep.
So
Like I said.
Let's take a couple of
What
cards.
time is it now? I'm just trying to gauge the time as far as like.
We'll say
when I
right
need to be
now
back.
it's about
5 hours. That makes it like 1-ish, maybe
Well,
an
no.
hour or two.
no, we'll say it's about 8 at this point.
Okay,
So if you drive there, it's going to
similarly-
put you there at about 10 something.
Okay, and then maybe puttering around looking for shit for an hour or two. And Joe is just literally just gauging this in her mind,
Sure.
like when I gotta be on the way back by. And I'm
Vampire
gonna say
man.
like 2 a.m. no later than 2:30, like pushing it, depending on. And I would know when sun rises at that point. I always
Will you turn into a pumpkin?
yeah, sure. I'm a night owl. Just know I have a curfew.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's gather what we need and then head out.
I already have everything.
I've got my my sword in its sports bag. I've got an amulet around my neck.
Okay.
And she's gonna pet her weasel.
gathering montage, go!
So we'll also Sly will also pick up like the gadgets and stuff that Night Watch has, just in case we're going to need them there.
And whose vehicle are you guys going in?
Not mine.
And how many?
Do we have a vehicle that's big enough for all of us?
You
Does
don't
it-
Get a
suggest we
van.
all ride in one car. Like, that's just asking for, whatever
Yeah.
AoE they have to
Let's
hit
let's
us.
let's take 2 vehicles. We'll take mine and then somebody else. Charles, K, Cassandra, you can ride with me.
My borrowed neon is a cloud of dust at the moment. But I can drive any other car. Just ask anybody here.
Do you still
This
have
point.
the Escalade, Mr. Rourke?
Oh, sure, but it's not anywhere near we need it.
Oh man.
Listen, I had to make a quick getaway, and I haven't been able to go back to the shop in a little bit. Okay.
Oh,
And plus, my family there, my crew, like they've, I would say they probably effectively taken an extended holiday based on recent events.
well, let's see. Charles, do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then how about I in my car will take myself, Cassandra, Kate, and you traveling in your car take Joe and Joss.
All right.
You mind if I drive?
Yeah. It's only the 4-cylinder though. Doesn't have the V6 supercharged.
Anything's an improvement over that neon.
All right.
Wait, didn't I have a purple neon, Jerome? Wasn't that the car that you gave me?
Yes.
That was the car that she stole.
Is that what?
You know what? You left it in a parking lot to die, so I gave it a final death. Okay.
I was getting a Jamba Juice, and when I came back, my car was missing.
Wait, is this your license plate?
Yes, it is. I called my insurance and told them that a miscreant had absconded with it. and
Well,
guess
then you
what? I
didn't-
was right.
You didn't lie, and I did you a favor. Look at how long it took me to just blow out this engine. I took one trip. And this is what happened. I saved you from this car blowing up in your face.
From what? Like
From a dud.
Let's have this
You
weird
dud,
neon
let's go.
argument on the road.
This is not the Fast and also the Furious. It's a normal car. It's just meant to get me from place to place. Oh my
And you know
goodness.
what? It served its purpose. It got me from A to B, and that was it.
I am expecting a very nice Christmas card from you.
You know what? You'll get one.
I hope so, because this is testing
Wait,
the
you
bounds
believe
of
in
our-
Christmas?
I am a knight.
You believe in Christmas?
I am a knight.
He celebrates Michaelmas or
Michaelmas?
whatever.
Gosh, not.
Anyway,
Saint,
Look,
Saint
just
Spiegel.
know-
whatever
if this
Dwight
was
Schrute
your
said.
car, I'm not sorry because frankly, it served its purpose and it did a good deed. But I will get you a nice Christmas card or a hood ornament for your next neon, okay?
Thank you. They're very hard to find.
For good reason. But
So-
anyway,
Yes, because they're rare.
So, you guys head out, obviously, and hit the freeway. Are you guys obeying speed limits? Disobeying speed limits? What you guys
no,
doing?
I'm obeying. I'm not trying to draw attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like 5 miles over where appropriate, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
to be,
same here.
To be fair, I live in Georgia. If you're driving the speed limit, you're driving slow. Everybody breaks the speed limit. So
I follow the flow of traffic.
Yeah,
So
there
if
you
the
go.
traffic's
Okay.
going 60, 65, that's generally
Yeah.
what I'll do.
yeah, you're going 10 over the speed limit.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get the specs for the Jaguar. Just one moment.
Jerome, did my car really get stolen?
The Jaguar?
Yes.
That would have been hilarious if it did. Because that
Yes.
whole conversation would have had no meaning.
Yes.
Because I saw a purple neon in the notes, and I was like, wait, didn't I drive a purple neon?
Yes.
Like,
This is in a different parking lot. You might have left it there and got a ride somewhere else. I don't know. You would try to explain that, but just know it had your license plate on it.
I like to
Somehow.
park in a spot, and I like to explore on foot.
That's a long way to go for exploring.
That's also a heck of a discussion to be having out the window of two speeding cars.
my accent carries.
It does carry.
I've got a
These
lot
two
of
just
timber.
driving side by side on the freeway, arguing, just with their windows down. Did you steal my
I'm in the driver's
neon?
side. He's in the passenger seat of the other car, and I'm just like driving, like, yeah, sand. What you gonna do about it? And then just, anyway,
So, you guys eventually get to St. Augustine. Obviously, it is respectively late at night, although there still is some nightlife going around, rolling into town. If you pull up any pictures, it's got kind of an old feel to it. Some of the sections of town, especially downtown, have kind of a Spanish vibe because it is one of the oldest cities in the United States. It predates, it actually predates the colonies because it had belonged previously to the Spanish.
Now, how do we find Petra?
yeah. Where is there an address we're going to? I mean, are we talking like on speaker? I would assume that maybe we're on speakerphone with Sly
I would have
to
assumed
keep
you guys just
connected
pulled over into a
vehicles.
parking lot somewhere,
Or yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
so you don't have to do it over the phone and just
Yeah.
do a moment to do the, to take care of bodily functions, maybe get a drink or something, and then reconvene in a nearby parking lot somewhere.
Do you want me to try a map again?
Does it work
Well-
on phones? Like, can you zoom in and do that same thing? Like, how does that work?
I've never tried using a phone.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say. So if we tried on a phone, maybe you're doing your thing. Like, can we zoom in and pinpoint that? Have you used technology with your ability, like in terms of doing something like that?
No.
Is it because the main worry about you using some of your more powerful abilities is that we don't want to draw attention to you from the leather 7 foot tall whip woman? But is it possible that we are far enough away from her influence that perhaps it might be a little safer?
I have not had any more visits from her, but I also have not opened myself up like I have.
Hmm.
Wait, do you think she's attracted to your abilities and whenever you use them? Is that why she showed up?
I think because when I use the substances, I am more vulnerable. Because I'm opening my mind more.
Wait, so she's here because of you, not me?
No, she's here because of you.
Fuck. No, she's not.
Are we talking about the woman who chased you
Except
through
the
the...
fact that she's clearly going after you. This is a weird thing to keep arguing.
Why?
Clearly has something to do with it, whether you want it or not. Just accept it. Beyond that,
Well,
we can
never.
either check to see if she can use the technology or we can find a map of the local area.
I would prefer
Anyway,
to
yeah.
but I could try the phone. I don't know
No.
how that's going to work, but
I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know what your ability does. It sounds like you do like a GPS kind of deal. So if you're gonna do the whole crystal thing moving, I just thought that now that we're in the city, maybe we can do like blow it up or something. Maybe that'll help. I mean, does anybody have a physical map of St. Augustine's?
Oh, I'm sure there's one in this gas station that we've stopped off in. I'll
Sure.
run off in and go purchase a map of St. Augustine.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, and
You've got yourself a Rand McNally map.
You got the map, and I will ask the convenience store clerk. Also, do you have a map of like the most haunted places? We're kind of on a bit of a ghost tour. Is there any sort of brochure that would highlight those places?
He says, yeah, but you'd have to go to like one of their websites or their office or whatnot. We wouldn't have that here.
Oh, excellent. Would you know the name of one of the websites so that
The haunt tours? No, I don't do that thing, kid. Sorry.
okay. Well, but do you know the website? Do you know the name of it? Like,
No.
should I would I just look up the haunt tour?
I That would probably be a good start. Google
Okay.
that, and in St. Augustine, and I'm sure something's going to come up.
All right. Thank you, my good sir. And I will leave, and I will come back with the map, and I'll say, I had a thought while I was in the gas station. What if, presuming, if anything, we should probably be looking for sites of spiritual significance. If St. Augustine is as haunted as Savannah, more than likely anybody that would have the chalice would probably be prioritizing places with hauntings on the map. So, what do you all think? It's just
Maybe.
it's just a theory, but it would narrow down our search.
mean,
It's
if
a
we
I
have-
mean,
possibility.
so maybe Sly, since your words don't turn out the way you want them to, maybe you could write down where in St. Augustine's this chalice is supposed to be.
Interesting idea. What I
So
would try to write down.
I mean, it just seems weird that when you wrote earlier, what you thought you wrote down was that chalice was in St. Augustine's, that it, you know, turned out that way. I don't know. Thought it might be similar.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well,
I will spread the map out over the hood of one of the cars, the
Okay.
bonnet, I should say, because I'm British. So Cass can do her thing.
okay, so she'll take a few moments again to concentrate, and then she will start the divination, and I'm going to spend another willpower.
Okay.
Two.
Nice.
well, 3 because of the willpower.
No, the willpower is
No, that's
counted
good.
in.
Is it? I don't.
Yeah, because I put a word. I always use specialty.
Well, but no, specialty just makes it to where your tens explode.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
see where it says SPEC.
Right. That
Yeah,
just
that-
means your 10s explode.
Yep.
You
Mhm.
didn't add a. That doesn't add a willpower.
Oh, that's right. So three. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, three.
Oakley doke. Okay, so you start going over the map, trying to make heads or tails of this. You got you.
Hey, you guys.
Sloth love chunk.
Baby Ruth.
So you guys are let's see. You guys are in the parking lot of Winn Dixie, near a PJ liquor store.
Nice.
So she's going over the map, trying to figure things out, and a location is not coming up at this point. However, you get a clue, a mental image of some lions. Right here. And what you believe to be is a pirate ship.
Um, I I'm not seeing a location, but I'm seeing lions in the a pirate ship boat.
Uh, Is there a zoo or a water park around that would? I mean, pirate ship seems pretty specific.
Then we can look at this map, I guess.
I don't know Florida, but I mean,
To the Googles.
Yes, I will look it up. If there's a place with lions and a pirate ship in St. Augustine.
I
Okay.
found a Black Raven pirate ship.
I forgot I could just Google it here in the game.
hmm
Oh, my immersion.
Yep. Lions and pirates and bears. Oh
Mhm.
my.
Oh my!
Okay, I'm seeing the Black Raven pirate ship.
What Charles came up with as well.
So
where are the
Petra
lions?
is on a pirate ship with lions?
But where are the lions?
But when you
Storks.
say lions, did you see like a statue of lions or like real lions?
Good question, Jerome.
It's undefined. Remember, visions can mean a number of different things.
Yeah,
It could
I
be
mean,
a sign. It could be an ad. It could
courage
be statues.
or
It could be
something.
legitimate lions.
So
person in a costume.
Sly has been like tinkering in his phone, doing searches too, and he's like, there is a excuse me, there is a bridge of lions, and it seems that the pirate ship that you mentioned went through that area at one point.
The Medici
Okay.
lion marble statue.
Historic Spanish ship accidentally
Awesome.
drifts into
Okay.
Bridge of Lions.
Interesting.
Okay, so perhaps we should go to that bridge.
And see if we can find the ship. Get some clues there.
So,
That
so-
or the entrance to the Midnight Augury, which is what I think Charles was hoping for.
Is the Midnight Augury in St. Augustine? I actually don't
I don't
know.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
don't
random
know.
guess.
He got a note that said what you're looking for is in St. Augustine's. Just
All right.
saying, it could be
Headed to
both.
the Bridge of Lions.
Okay.
And you got almost 300 horsepower to work with, Joe.
It's fine.
Hey,
I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm a tourist right now. I'm just
So
driving
it
through.
does take a little bit to get there from where you're at. So considering mostly stoplights and whatnot, and there is some traffic. So it takes you about 20 minutes. So you're about 11:30 at night now. But you get to that particular section, and you can see, according to your phones, that the Black Raven pirate ship, pirate cruises for birthdays and parties, is just down the way. Hello, Vancouver by night.
Yay.
And actually, we only have one vampire for this particular game.
Don't tell anybody.
But as you pass through that intersection near the Bridge of Lions, you can see that it was named as such because there's two big statues of lions at the mouth of that particular bridge.
All right.
Pass by Ponce de Leon Circle, and then pull into the parking lot of the Black Raven pirate ship.
Does it look like it is in operation?
Let's see. No,
Is it the off season?
it is currently closed. They on this particular day they closed at 8 p.m. They are due to open again the following day at 8 a.m.
Well, that just means there's nobody in there right now.
Presumably.
Oh, Lollygaggers, thank you for the raid. A raid of 14.
Nice.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome as we plunder a pirate ship.
It's a busy
Well,
night here.
Okay, now that we're here, how do we want to do this? Assuming that there's They must have left some sort of guard, assuming this is the spot.
Cass, can you do any more divination, or are you tapped out?
I
Hello.
will, you guys hold that thought. Okay, so Petra, thank you for patiently waiting for as long as you were, but you kind of, I think you kind of knew that was going to be happening.
It's all good.
So, at this point, I need to get my notes pulled up. Where's my NPCs? Here we go. All right, so, Counselor Barrett approaches you and Sean. And he says, I have just spoken to Bishop Hezekiah, and they, at this point, the ceremony will commence. So whatever it is that you need to do, Sister Petra, you should probably do it now to prepare.
Yes, sir.
And then Sean goes over to take position on one side of the stand. No one's actually touching this thing. It's, it's unclean. So he stands on the one side. Bishop Hezekiah stands on the other. And they begin speaking. They begin speaking a prayer in Latin. Right as the agent that you first met when you came in comes up to Counselor Barrett, and he says, "Sir, we just received information that there are some individuals approaching." And he says, "Are we able to identify them?" And he says, They're not ours, sir." And at that point he says, "Then this is it." So he at that point starts, issuing, letting Sean and Bishop Hezekiah continue what they're doing, leaving you in the room. It's basically it's on this raised platform that comes up to just about hip height. And there is typically a glass that like a glass cover that covers it, but it's elevated for the time being.
Okay, so I'm at the door.
And the room that you're in is typically a room reserved for like a private prayer and worship. It's actually under the church proper.
Okay. I'm gonna, but I'm at the door, right?
Correct.
I'm on guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw my sword and I'm gonna start praying.
Okay. And at that point, the tension in the building at this point is palpable, as you can faintly hear, echoes of footsteps of people running around and getting in position, lay people trying to set up like additional defenses. There's a couple people that are in here with you that are like pulling pews together to put them in the way of the door. Basically just trying to barricade it more so that way anybody come, but there's one way in, one way out. It's this door. There's no other locations. It's just kind of it's, I wouldn't say it's small. It's about a medium-sized room that sinks down a little gradually, like many service rooms do. But the available lighting that's in here is all by candlelight.
Appropriate.
Yes. And so you have drawn your weapons. You are prepared, and steeling yourself for what is to come. Those of you who have pulled up to the pirate restaurant. I mean, it's basically what it is. It's a pirate show where they serve alcohol and food and whatnot. It's a pirate version of medieval times.
Cool.
Sounds fun.
Except seasickness.
Yeah, I mean it's on a real pirate ship, so there's that.
Laveau, could you go take a peek at the ship and then let me know what you see?
Okay, buddy, just hang out for a bit and don't wheeze my juice.
What does that mean? How do we wheeze his juice?
I just entertain him.
So he just goes scurrying off. Then as he gets nearby, you hear him kind of giggle. Meat group. So you guys are parked down the parking lot and just waiting to hear back from the Weasel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jerome, I was bruised the last time. Like, am I healed? Like, I have a point of damage on my thing.
Well, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, you've had 2 days to heal, so yes.
Okay.
Can you guys see me?
Yes.
I don't know. Like I quit my camera and like you all popped back up. So I don't know. Maybe my camera's causing issues.
I don't know. We always saw you until you dropped off. So
Yeah.
I thought you were leaving so you could become the villain.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Hmm.
she did do that in Cyberpunk.
Dun dun dun.
that was my first appearance though.
Okay. From our vantage point, does it look like there is any activity on this boat?
No.
Let's deploy binoculars.
Does there appear to be an office? Like, is there an office building that people go in order to make reservations and all
Yeah.
that stuff?
You guys are in the parking lot of that building. And then
Okay.
basically they go out onto the pier, onto a pirate ship for the events.
Okay. Is the office currently closed as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, dope.
Since we're near this area, Sly is going to use his supernatural awareness, but the ranged version, to see if there's like any energies that are like currently in effect, supernatural things going on, especially on the ship.
Okay. Why don't you go
Let's
ahead
see.
and give me a roll?
Okay, that perception.
I have the same or similar. I have sorceress awareness. I mean, basically, I know like perception occult.
Yeah, but it's not the unless
should
you're
take a
planning on
look ahead,
going down
Sly.
the dock. It's
No.
you're stuck to the localized vicinity of where you're at.
Boo.
One success.
Oops. There we go. All right. So the only thing that you're picking up, as far as you can tell, because you know the weasel went out to the dockside,
Right.
is that you're only picking something up off of what you believe be potentially him. Nothing else additional is out there.
Okay. Well, I'm not detecting anything from here. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing. It could just be hidden, but unless any of you have any means of deducing what's within that pirate ship. Anyone?
I mean, we could always try and sneak up and take a look, but
Yes, unfortunately, I don't. If I wasn't so tapped from crafting things, I could have maybe perhaps turned into an animal myself and stuck aboard, but uh, not a fan of that because I had to leave everything behind. But yeah,
All right.
I guess we'll just wait for the weasel to come back.
for the weasel.
Okay.
If the weasel comes back.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. So at this point, why doesn't? Or actually, let me deal with Petra here in a second. Okay. So Petra. So you now hear some shouting on the inside. And there it echoes a bit on the inside of the church that you're in, above somewhere, because you can hear some active gunfire.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my ground and keep praying.
Okay. They are still praying, obviously, as well, to try and exorcise the demon.
Are they after you again, Sly?
No, they're not actually.
And then you hear an explosion, and then pieces of wood. Given what the building is made out of, it's not like it rocks or whatnot, but there was definitely like the pressure and the base of the explosion ripped down the hall near where you're at, and you could see it kind of rumble against the door, but you could still hear a lot of active fighting at this point. Everybody who is in the parking lot, give me a perception. Oh, pardon me. Perception and alertness
Athletics.
check. Difficulty
Alertness.
7.
Perception and alertness.
Alertness difficulty 7.
Yep.
Spend a will.
And there's Shadow.
Ooh, failure.
2 successes.
Difficulty 7, you said?
Difficulty 7.
Yep. 1 success.
Failure.
1.
Nice.
Wow.
I know.
Jesus. I had 7
Ow.
dice to roll on that. I don't know.
I know. I feel your pain.
Okay, so some of you, obviously,
Most of us.
unfortunately, Cade hears nothing.
Yeah.
He's probably focused on the ship and trying to see what's out on the bay. Who got the highest?
I got a 2.
I also got a 2.
2 is the highest.
Two,
that's
and
the
2 is the highest.
It's
Okay.
not sad.
Anybody with anybody with a 2,
We didn't fail, at least.
you end up hearing a bit of a rumble.
Did you hear that?
It'll kind of like turn in the direction of where he heard
and
the
then
rumble.
and then what sounds like some faint gunfire.
You hear that, yes?
I hear it. What?
Hear what?
But is clearly not coming from the ship.
Where?
You don't hear any of that.
What are you hearing? What are you talking
Like
about?
it sounds like gunfire. Where is it pointing to?
There was this rumble, and then the pew pew pew.
Can you direct us towards it?
It sounds like it's coming from
You have to
that
roll again if you're going to
direction.
try and
Oh,
direct
good.
yourself.
All right. I
Okay.
cannot spend any more will.
Did somebody end up accidentally wheezing the juice? Is this what happens when you do?
Oh.
Same roll.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all up to you now, Shelly.
Oh my
I
god, guys.
botched.
Oh,
I should have spent that willpower. Dag nabbit.
you did, but you
Okay.
can't spend any more.
I mean, you guys, you know, you heard it, but you're like looking around and kind of true to form. Sometimes when you hear gunfire, you can't really tell where exactly it's coming
Yeah,
from.
it echoes off
It just
certain
yeah, it kind of
stuff
echoes
and
out into the night, and you're like,
ricochets.
well, maybe it's nearby, but I don't know where it's at exactly. Okay, so Petra,
Gunfire.
yes.
Explosions.
Yep. So you end up hearing somebody shout Deus Vult from behind the door, and then basically like the air catching on fire, and you can see the flash, and then screams as apparently somebody has been caught on fire. And then of course there's still some gunshots going off, but you know he's just, you know, this guy is, whoever got caught is, you know, burning alive, and then you end up hearing you know, the rapid fire of what sounded like silenced weapons, because silent weapons are not silent. They sound kind of like typewriters, which is a heck of a lot quieter than, you know, a normal gun, but they're not perfectly quiet. Not like the John Wick, you know, everybody's oblivious, they're firing as they're walking. That wouldn't happen. So
So the door is closed, right, where we are.
it is, yes.
Okay.
The,
Can I put my hand against the door to see if it feels hot?
yeah, you do not detect that it's hot.
Okay.
So it does not appear to be burning the door. But now but then you end up hearing like the clashing of weapons. So it sounds like, you know, people have gotten close, you know, have gotten into close quarter combat, and the like one of the lay people ended up having like an old school sickle, you know, on him. And emphasis on old school, like it's got some rust. It's like he just grabbed it from somewhere, you know, and he's shaking because, you know, he just hears chaos and carnage behind the door. You know, he's kind of gripping his cross in one hand. He's got, you know, a weapon in the other, and then the other one has just fallen, has basically at this point fallen to his knees in prayer, because he doesn't know what else to do, and he's just praying aloud that, you know, God will save everyone from whatever is, you know, whatever is coming through that door, sort of thing. It's his last ditch effort to retain his sanity.
Have they put a pew in front of the door?
Several.
Okay. Okay. And okay, so I'm gonna take position to where if they do bust through the door, I don't get like flattened by it. But I'm close enough to where I have reach. And I'm gonna be glancing over my shoulder every now and then to see what's happening on the platform.
Okay. As you glance back and you see that they're praying, you can see that like like a greenish glow is kind of enveloped the chalice at this point, and it's rippling off almost like fire, but not fire. Like, you know, the glow will kind of come up, and you can hear it kind of licking away into the air at this point as it's becoming more active as their prayers, you know, continue.
Okay. Hold my ground.
All right. For those of you in the parking lot, so at this point, the weasel comes back. Probably like 10 minutes later or so, and he's not walking straight.
Are you okay?
He's like, Yeah, dude, I think I found the brass monkey.
What?
It's pretty funky. That brass monkey.
What
Okay,
are you talking about?
Oh, is your weasel drunk?
Great. That's useful.
Okay, I'm going to step out of the car and see if I can. Is the sound of explosions and gunfire still in
You
the
guys
air?
can still hear something, yes. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
Sweet.
Perception and alertness.
Difficulty 7.
Right. Come on, dice.
2 successes.
Dice bot, understand that I am rolling with an accent.
1.
Oh, 2 successes.
Going to spend a willpower on this too.
Okay.
Oh,
Good night.
Failure on that.
sorry, Petra. We tried.
The dice pet said no.
Okay, so
Understandable.
Cassandra's going to pick up her drunk weasel and shove him back in her backpack.
And the award for sentence of the night goes to Sugar.
Well,
it looks like Rachel's typing. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, sorry, my thing wasn't wanting to go through.
Oh.
So, sorry, what were we rolling?
Perception and alertness, difficulty 7.
Okay.
Sly, what do you want me to do?
Sorry.
We need to find out where this is coming from. If you heard gunfire or something, that's probably where she is.
Are we seeing like hordes of like bystanders running from said gunfire?
It's late at night.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
Don't see shit.
ouch.
My God, we are not destined to see
you
anything.
legit.
Yeah.
You don't just fail. You actually legitimately botch. So, like
She
Joe ends up like looking around and like everybody,
get an
you're
aneurysm.
getting a little worried because you can hear the sounds, or those who can hear the sounds are pointing out that something's wrong and something's nearby. And Joe turns around and gets like one of those cricks in her neck that suddenly just goes like all hot because you pulled that muscle. So you are going to
Awesome.
be +1 difficulty to physical actions at this point for a little
Sure,
bit.
be weaker than I already am.
Yep.
There's a freaking damn pier.
Shoot.
So, but we did have some successes here.
Yeah, I had 2.
I had 2.
So at this point now, you guys are looking around. You do see that there are a couple people out, but they're kind of confused, just like you guys are. They're just like looking around, and then they are near that corner that you passed up, where the lions were at. They're looking around. They don't know where exactly it's coming from, but they're kind of keeping low. And it looks like one of them's on the phone at this point, probably reporting it.
Are the other
Direction-wise, though, it looks like it's coming. Hey, grief! I'm sorry. Pardon me. It sounds like it's coming from a northwestern direction.
It's coming from a northwestern direction. Let us drive in that direction. Maybe we'll see some more lions or something that might give us a clue where it's coming from. It's better than waiting here. Nobody seems to be here.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Eyes and ears open, everybody. And head in that direction.
Is it close enough that we could run there, or should we take our vehicles?
No, you should probably take your vehicle.
All right, we shall take our vehicles.
If you look at it on the map,
Oh.
yeah, you don't want to try and run there.
Yes.
Even if you had celerity, it probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Some miscreant might steal our cars, so we should probably get moving.
Right.
Little did he know, the thief was with them all along.
No.
It was Agatha all along.
Oh, no.
It was Joe in the parking lot with the scissors.
And the neon.
So as you guys are pulling back up to the A1A Scenic and Historic Coastal Byway, which is that section right there on Cathedral Place, go ahead and give me another perception alertness check. Difficulty 7.
Oh.
Hey, I hear it.
So do I.
I don't.
I don't.
One
weasel-
success.
The weasel just bit me.
All right.
He burped in your ear at that moment.
Right.
Ugh. Please, Polyshaw.
All right. Well, as you come up to that, it's a bit more. I mean, again, looking at the map, it's a bit more than an intersection. It's got some roundabouts right next to it, and turn lanes, and so on and so forth. Oh my gosh! Trust me, I'm not that tired. I just got a case of the yawns. All right. However,
Are we boring you?
Yes.
We took too long to find the fight scene.
Yeah.
It did take a while.
So the looking down west on Cathedral Place, you can see that part of that street is actually blocked off by 2 sedans.
That's suspicious. You see those 2 sedans?
Sorry, the weasel's breath is horrendous. Sedans.
Oh.
Oh, those down there?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Are there people staked out in front of them?
Not as far as you can tell.
All right. Well, as good a place as any. That does seem strange. Let's head that way.
You can pull your vehicles off the side of the road. There is parking on the road or on that street, if you so desire, or you can attempt to. Because you wouldn't be able to get past the cars. If you wanted to drive illegally, you could try and whip it around to King Street, which is just on the other side. There's like a park in between those two. The park is called the Plaza de la Construcción.
Okay. Are we still? Is the sound of gunfire now more?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we are in the right place.
Just park. Yeah, just park. Off to the side. And...
Are you parking on Cathedral Place then, or are you going to try and illegally move and get down to King Street?
If we go to King Street, will we be able to bypass the two sedans and just get into this building?
Yeah.
Okay. That
I
might
mean,
be
you can't. You can drive around if you wanted to, but ideally, what you'd want to do is get out of your vehicles and run across. If you're going to do that, run across the plaza to wherever that's going, or just park on Cathedral Place and run on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Just tell me, where do you want me to park?
Yeah. Sly, this is your car.
Right. Let's just park nearby and go. We don't need to
Yeah.
draw more attention to ourselves doing illegal things.
Okay.
Yep, Cathedral Place Park, please.
Okay, so you guys park right next to Le Macaron, which is a patisserie, whatever. It's a restaurant.
Patisserie.
It's a bakery.
They sell pastries,
Oh.
French pastries.
Next
That's where I feel
character.
right at home.
So you pull up right there, and as soon as you guys all start getting out,
Uh-oh. This can't be good. I don't think that's his good times bag.
Ooh, macaroon.
Hey, Steve.
Lemon cream. They got lemon cream, Colombian coffee, mango, rose, salted caramel,
Explosion.
No.
coconut. Wow.
Okay.
I knew I should have gone with the illegal route. That's where I was leaning, but I didn't want to say anything. 'Cause damn it.
6. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
I've-
that's
Majority rules.
easy.
I was hoping to avoid the sedans if possible,
Yeah.
unless they have more people out and about.
Wow. Okay. And then. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so as you guys get out and start making your way forward, Joe and Joss end up getting popped
Oh my.
with gunfire.
That escalated quickly.
Yes, that
Yeah, that's
did.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, we tend to not mess with anybody who fires warning shots.
You can roll your stamina to. I actually I don't know. Can you absorb lethal?
I think it's
You're-
normal.
You're pretty human. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think it's normal. Yeah, exactly. I think it's for me normal as a human, not
Right.
vampire.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, so Owie.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die, guys.
No, no.
I'm out of your pair at least.
Oh, I need to
I
add.
have potence and presence. That's it. And a butt ton of willpower, but doesn't help with saving your life.
So, Joe, you end up taking a high caliber round right to the shoulder. Bam for three lethal.
All right. 1, 2.
And
Alright, so I'm at injured.
Joss.
Are we being shot at?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yes.
being shot at.
Joss is too.
Yeah, just
No.
Joe.
She
Only
ends up
Joe.
getting hit as well. Round goes, around, penetrates her as well, and she buckles. And now you see that there are two guys on the other side of those particular sedans. They're outside, but it doesn't. It looks like they now that they see that you're here and the gunshots have been fired, they're going to line up their shots, and we are now in combat rounds.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah.
And now I'm looking at the menu at this patisserie.
Mm-hmm. They
I'm
have
really hungry.
They have chocolate cake. Oh man.
Beignets with raspberry inside.
See if you can have the menu appear in the Google glasses of the men that are shooting at us.
Sorry, rolling
Wits and
initiative.
dexterity and 1d10.
Wits and dexterity.
Okay,
Okay, this is slash. This is /R, correct?
8 for Sly. Yeah.
1d10.
Man, macarons are so
Wow, 16 for Charles.
Oof.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did I?
Oh, 17 for Cade.
I don't feel like I rolled that right. Hold on.
Well, you got a result 17.
Oh,
You don't, yeah.
I don't think I did that right.
no,
No, you didn't.
slash-
Yeah, you don't. It's just a /R. So
It's
/R
/R.
space 1d10.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Shelly, you
12.
got it. Okay, there you go.
Okay, Shelly has got 12.
Hold on.
George?
8.
I got a 17.
Good grief. Okay.
I rolled,
And Joe, you got a what?
I rolled an 8 total.
The dice spot doesn't like us tonight.
Yeah.
No, and Joe's very much human
And-
tonight, so
Brittany?
Oh, I'm rolling too?
Yes. Are you or are you not in combat?
I didn't think so.
I thought she was checking a menu.
That's the player.
Oh,
Wits and Dex plus a D10.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just looking at-
17.
Wow.
All righty. So starting off at the 17th, we're going to start with George. What is Cade doing at this point? Two of
Jerome,
your group have just been shot. They don't look like they're not dead, but they're definitely hurting. It knocked something out of them.
how far away are we from these gunmen?
The gunman, from where you were at, let me see where. Half a block.
Half a block. And,
If you want to run and advance, you can try and do that along the sidewalk, running along the side of buildings there. That's always a possibility.
Yeah, would I be able to find cover doing so? Because is there significant like mailboxes or signs?
There's a little like there's some edges just from the design of the buildings that come up to about waist high that would allow you to do that. There's also one of the shops has a recessed doorway, which would allow you. So there's enough to give you a little bit of partial cover, but you're gonna have to book it if you're gonna get to it.
Okay, I think I'm going to because I don't have. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. So where is it coming?
And the noises that you guys are still hearing outside of the ones that are clearly aggressing against you appear to be coming from the Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine.
Oh. Who would have thought? So I'm going to, yes, I'm going to run and I'm going to try and get to cover so I can advance on these fools because all I have is my sword on me. Jerome, about the special thing that I made, I don't see any activation rules. So I'm assuming that just by having it on me, I get the effects of it.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, all right. So then, yes, I will kind of like say a quick little prayer into it, and I will run towards the first bit of cover that I can get, and I will crouch down in order to prepare myself.
And that's against metal, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought. What is your sword made out of?
Let's see. Well, because it says metal objects become soft and pliable in contact with the character's skin. The harder the impact, the softer the object becomes. It says so that bullets tend to splash off the wearer like raindrops.
Right. But what is your sword made out of?
Well, I'm not gripping it by the metal part. The handle would be wrapped in like leather.
Okay.
Does anybody need a reroll?
I have one.
I have one.
I actually need one.
Okay, so you're taking your turn to move. Petra, back down underground. The doors come flying open, splintering wood everywhere as there's another explosion. And you can see that two people are trying to make their way in. Even though there was an explosion, it blew open the door. It did push back and damage the pews that were in the way. But because there was enough piled up in front of the door, there's still a mess. There's still a mass there. They can't get directly in. They'll have to climb over it. But you can now see that there are men who are coming in who are in. They look like Russian mafia, kind of, or like Sopranos. You know, basically.
So they're wearing tracksuits, or are they wearing suits?
Tracksuits.
Okay.
So
Always tracksuits.
Yeah, they've got like the tracksuit look going on, sort of thing with weapons, and these guys have face masks on. all of which are like
Okay.
hockey style masks.
These are definitely not my friends.
No.
Um,
So what are you doing now that the those doors have kind of blown open? Are you going to leap over the barricade and press the attack? Are you going to stand your ground? 'Cause they have
I
automatic weapons. They don't technically have to get in here. They could stand at the opening and just fire in.
did we get vests in preparation for this?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll go for it. First, I'm gonna light my sword. So I need to roll.
Say your activation word and roll, roll, roll.
Have an activation word. Is it Deus Volt?
Yep.
Okay.
Or it was Latin for ignite.
Oh.
No, that wasn't it. So yeah, don't worry about it. So Deus Volt for you.
Yeah, so so I roll quickening, right? Or no, I roll, dang it. Too many manuals. Okay, 1 second.
If you were attempting to activate your fire, it's going to be
Yes.
intelligence and occult.
Oh, okay. I wish there was a place on my sheet that I could put notes like that, like right next to the
Oh yeah,
stats.
that'd be nice.
Okay, that's a failure. Shoot.
Are you gonna re-roll?
Yeah. Not kind of thing I wanted to have to rework. Two successes.
2 successes. There you go.
Okay, so that gives me 2 dots of ag damage.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm gonna. That was a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Can I also use
Well, no.
Speed of the Sag as a bonus action?
It's no. It's that would technically be your. You can still do the one because you're casting the spell. In essence, that's an action. But your invoking your speed of the stag is like burning for celerity.
Right.
So so you can still do that, and that'll happen at the end of the round.
Okay, so so lighting my sword was by action.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So then you can go ahead and attempt to activate your your thing, and it'll give you. I think you get 2 extra actions at the end of the round.
It depends on how many successes I roll.
Oh. So then roll
Each
that
success
beautiful
grants
footage.
an extra action. Yeah. Okay.
You have a reroll, Brittany.
Thank you. 2.
There you go. 2 successes. So you'll have 2 extra actions at the end of this round.
Okay.
That was 17. 16, Davey.
Okay, quick question. How I have light feet, which allows me to spend a willpower to move 3 more.
Yep.
So if my movement is 8, I think that takes me up to 11. Would I be able to get to the people in time?
In just using that'll put you right in their face.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and activate shields.
All right.
And
arm the photon torpedoes.
yeah. Let's see. So just roll willpower. Let's see here. Is it total willpower or willpower that you have?
Of willpower you have available to you. If you've already spent
Okay.
some, then obviously
All right.
that isn't available to you.
Let's rollin'. Oh, let's go. All right, shields are activated.
Boom.
Spending a willpower to get in their face. And can I take another action?
Nope.
Okay.
So you have floored it. You guys end up seeing him focus temporarily. This shimmering kind of light comes over his body, almost spectral-like in a sense. It looks kind of like a spectral upper piece of armor to an extent, and then it doesn't blur, mind you, but close to it. Like he hits, like he's and it's almost as if somebody put the tracking on the movie to 1.75 for this particular bit as he goes bolting down the way. It's like just a hair under looking unnatural.
Okay.
Just and then he's just right up in their face.
Just that good.
Nice.
He had
They
to
will
slow
have-
it down for the movie. I should know I was there.
They are obviously still going to get a chance to attack, but that means next round it's melee time. Okay, that was 16. Nothing else in between there except them. Okay.
What, do the villains go now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. So snipers are firing. One on Cassandra, one on Sly. Ooh. Sorry, you guys have not spotted the snipers at this point. Okay.
That's why they're good at their job. Okay.
So that
There are snipers?
yes.
What? Imagine that.
And Cassandra, you are technically human. You cannot soak lethal. Owie. Boy,
Oh, dang.
this is worse than I had thought. Okay, so ow.
Oh, really?
Let's see what happens here. Okay, you luck out. You only get 2 lethal.
Okay.
So that one ends up hitting you. It looked like you were right in the middle of moving. It probably would have punched you right in the gut and been really bad. But it ends up grazing your side and goes in and out. So thankfully, it's not like a legit stomach wound, but you're hurt. So two lethal there. Sly, you also did not see this.
Right.
And you don't have anything up, so you also cannot. I don't think you can. Yeah.
Nope.
So
I have to have my apocalyptic form up.
Yeah.
I don't.
That silly mortal body. Not terrible. 2 lethal for you as well. Still hurts.
Right.
It's self-evident that they have snipers posted somewhere. You're not sure where they're at. But one of yours is in front of the 2 guys that's in front of you. Since you're right in front of them, and you actually outran Cade by like quite a bit. They're both just going to turn their weapons on you, just like, ah! If you want to take an additional action,
Yes.
to attempt to just kind of keep moving, and to keep yourself, from being stationary, you can roll 1 dodge, and they are going to have to beat that this round.
Okay, so just roll 1 dodge.
Yes. So Dex and Athletics. So that's actually a good dice pool for you.
Yep. Seven successes.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they did not roll very well. So they and I mean, if they had been anticipating you, this would have been nasty. but you just moved like way too fast right up in their face, and it basically threw their tracking off. They were not expecting you to be able to move like that, and so when they open up, they end up peppering their own vehicles, and it doesn't actually hit you. So
Nice.
you kind of do like a quick juke, and then duck move sort of thing, and then you don't get hit by
Nice.
either one of them. Okay, so now that was at 12. So we're at everybody else. So that is 8. Or sorry, Shelly's at 12 as well.
Yeah. Cassandra is going to use her shapeshifting, and she is going to grow some very sharp tiger claws.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that then. Intelligence and occult. I believe your shape-shifting gives you a penalty.
I'm look. That's what I was looking up. So to see exactly.
So path inept shape-shifting. Get that book pulled up. Sorcerer.
Shape shifting. It's
Here we go. So you have a path that you do not understand. This could be due to a curse, lack of training, or mental block. You must choose a path from that is available of your affiliation. When improving this chosen path. Okay. So
it just makes it harder for her to learn.
Makes it harder for you to learn. Okay, so you're good. So go ahead. It's going to be for a partial shift. It's difficulty 7.
Okay.
Intelligence and occult.
Oop. Six.
Okay,
Yep.
so
And Sly will see her grow claws.
So she speaks some sort of voodoo gibberish of some kind, and she ends up growing like really long animal claws.
That's new. Put those to use.
I plan on
So
it.
that is her action. If you want to keep moving as a secondary action, you can. Obviously, it'd be down a die.
No, she'll stick close to Sly.
Okay, doke. So that was 12. We're at 8. So Rachel and Dale.
Right.
What am I going to do? I can't do anything. I'm as good as a human. Less than, because I don't have claws.
Do you have a gun?
No. No. I drove here because they told me to keep moving.
Okay.
I got shot though. I'm injured. So
Yeah.
did they hit me while I was in the car? I'm guessing.
Yes.
So I guess I'm gonna duck and take cover somewhere because
Okay.
I literally can't do anything else.
Duck in the front of the car. Okay, doke.
Sure.
Dale.
Do there seem to be any other bystanders in the area?
Not anymore.
Nope.
Even the homeless people are running for it. That's open gunfire at this point. They're like, oh no.
Okay.
Had enough of that.
So he's going to spend, I'm not going to leave this to chance because the dice bot is trying to murder us. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a faith point and activate his apocalyptic form.
Okay, so why don't you tell everybody what they see?
So let's see. I have this written down again. Gotta bring that up. Shoot. No, not that one. Oh yeah, it is that one. Okay. All right. So His body bursts into a flash of brilliant golden light, continues to pour over and past his form as if he's standing in front of and being presented by the sun itself. His hair, his eyes, all of his features become as elegant and pure as an expertly cut diamond. From shoulder to toe, he is covered in a mystical suit of armor made from fire and heavenly light that pulses with power. Whenever he talks, his voice sounds like a choir, with each phrase preceded by the power of his speech and ending in an ethereal echo. And once he's got that all set up, he's going to take a quick look to see if he can spot those snipers that apparently shot at him and Cass.
That is going to be saying intuition. That's not the case. Perception and perception alertness difficulty 8.
Okay.
Oops.
One success.
Okay. That's not enough to spot them, but you know that they're in an elevated position and they are probably not far away. If you had to guess, considering they're probably not going to be lined up directly on site, if you look down the street, there is another steeple up there at another church. Hard to say what church it is because obviously it's down the street a bit. But you can always make out religious steeples.
Church. Ugh. So yeah, he's gonna start running towards the two goons that Charles is going up against. Them.
Okay.
He's gonna head that way.
Gotcha. All right. So we are back to where did Brittany go?
My video is causing me problems, so I just cut my video feed. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we still hear you.
Yeah, sorry. And I'm not even in the stream anymore, so don't know what the deal is.
I don't either. I'll lower that down just a little bit just in case. Okay, so. Alrighty. So we're back to the top of the round.
Oh, wait. I have extra actions.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm going to go in swinging.
Okay.
Jump the barricade.
So give me a dex and athletics check to jump. It's not going to cost you an action. You're like moving and then swinging. But obviously, if you don't do a good job, it's going to add to your difficulty to swing for the first stride.
6.
It clearly did not cause you any grief. So last action, Petra is back in action again. As you take a couple steps, plant one foot on one of the pews, and you're just barreling down with your sword at this point. So go ahead and get swingy with it.
Okay. Four to hit.
Good gravy. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Do I get 2 extra dice for the fire, right? Is that how
Yes.
that works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Basically, when your sword is lit up like that, it's converting all your damage to ag.
Okay. 4.
Oh. So you rolled strength plus whatever you had for the sword plus the 2?
Wait. Yeah, hold on.
I know I'm making you math.
Oh, I rolled stamina, not strength. So I should have an extra die on top of that. Fail. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
4.
4 still. All right, so of course they have no way of absorbing that, with the exception of armor. So your sword racks into this guy's body, and you can see like pieces of under armor that he had underneath the tracksuit top just fracture off and go splintering away from this fiery mess that you've caught him in. And you still did enough damage to catch his actual physical body with it. I mean, you just, the armor, while it did technically take up 2 points of the damage, you sliced through it like it just wasn't even there. Go ahead and roll again.
How many guys burst in the door?
2.
Can I direct this other like with like a cross swing kind of an action?
Yeah, you can translate that however you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
So you're gonna
target
attack the other guy for, rather than finish this guy off.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
I don't even have enough to combat that. Go ahead, roll damage.
Nice.
Good God. Literally.
I think this is the trick, guys. We got to turn our cameras off.
Oh,
5 successes.
Yeah.
The only one being shown is Jerome.
so yeah,
What
so
did you say? What did you say, George?
Oh, I said that's a trick, guys. We got to turn our cameras off. That's the secret to the dice pod today.
yeah, no.
I guess.
So Petra is turning into Sigourney Weaver's character from Galaxy Quest. I've got one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. She's got all these things she can't do, but when it comes to this, wham! Okay, so yeah, that guy, you end up connecting with him as well. Same thing, like his armor ablates away like it wasn't even there from the damage that you end up doing to him, and you end up still raking that sword across his side and driving him back out into the hallway, as part of their suits are starting to catch on fire because of it. All right, so we are back to George. George, so Sly, in all of his angelic flair, is coming up behind you. You're kind of in between him and Charles. Charles bolted up there somehow and is in their face. Now, if you want to run, you want to burn an action to run, you'll be in place to attack, but it'll cost you another action. Or you can keep running to try and get inside.
Get inside. Are you talking about
The church.
Inside the church?
Yeah.
I feel like I would rather take these fellows out so that way we can move as a group.
Okay, so obviously you don't have to roll for your first action. You're running up on them. Okay. Second action, because you've already got your weapon out. Mm-hmm. Going to get swingy with it. You're down 1 die.
Okay, which I also, like, from the last thing where you asked me about the metal ward, immediately I was like, uh-oh, is Jerome going to set a trap for me this whole time? And I was wondering, like, because like, if this thing affects my sword, it's like, what is the point of having it? But would my sword even be affected by this ward?
It would 100% would, yes.
Well, but my sword is a level 4 artifact.
It is.
This thing is
also
something
metal.
But it's magic.
So you are right, but you're going to want to make sure it stays wrapped.
Okay, so
don't let your hands touch it. With your ward on. Do not attempt to handle any metal part of your blade.
But I could swing it and it's not going to explode on me. Just as long as I don't touch.
So long as you are not actually touching a metal piece, correct? If you've got leather hand wrap or something, basically the disinfectant. Do you have a glove on, like a gauntlet or something that's holding your hand? Do you have bend over gloves? Do you have leather wraps around the pommel? Like something that's preventing you from physically touching your sword.
Okay, yeah. Well, because it's my first day using this thing, and so I want to make sure that Yeah, so because I don't want to ruin my Excalibur like
Right,
artifact.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
You're, that would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
What?
Yeah, it just breaks into pieces, and
Oh,
I'm
it
just
wouldn't
like,
even break. It would be like, it would just like almost like melt like putty. Like you'd have it in your hand and that.
yeah, that'd be so unfortunate. But yeah, I will. I'm going to advance, and I'm going to swing, while definitely holding only the leather wrapped handle of the sword.
Okay. While you're doing that, give me a Dex and Athletics check to vault over the car.
Dex and athletics. Okay. Oh, I'm not bad at that. Well,
Difficulty 6.
Okay. 5 successes.
Okay. So you managed to Dukes of Hazard that. Just go right across the hood to get right up in their face. As you do, however, you leave a streak across the hood of their car. And not from dust. It's a subtle reminder that all metal is, like butter. To in your hands right now. So
yes, I'm sure Rachel is thinking of a very different kind of streak that I've left on this car. But no,
Rachel is turning red from giggling right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but Kate, go ahead.
Okay. Yes.
You're down 1 die to swing.
Yes, sir. Okay, so that is it's Dex and melee to hit.
It is, yes.
Okay, so that is,
and the difficulty is your weapon, which most cases are 6.
Let's see. Oh yeah, difficulty 6. And I have
There was a Kyber Bowie knife at one point in time, had a difficulty of a 5. That was nasty.
This is a knife.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, and here we go. Oh, 1 success.
Okay. He may be able to get out of the way of that.
Got 3 ones.
Okay, so you got up close, and you swung, and of course, bang! You end up connecting with the top of his car, kind of spidering the driver's side window a little bit. Would you like to take one more action for another die down?
Yeah, I just got here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she man. Okay.
Got multiple actions, Kappa. Yeah. Yeah.
26. All right. Oh my goodness. I need to turn my camera off. Hold on. Just one success again.
Tie goes to defender. Narrowly got out of the way of that one.
Yeah. Aren't you glad I'm here this time, guys?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the top of the round. We are at Davey at 16.
Wait, I didn't go for my new turn.
Oh. Well, hang on a second. Let me get to Davey. You're in another part of the scene anyways.
Rude.
Oh,
Okay.
stop.
So Cade has joined me in the battle with 2 of these guys, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He's clearly got the attention of one guy
All right.
who's panicked because Cade has a big sword out, and he's like, ah!
Okay.
Not a sword, do a gunfire.
Let's go ahead and trip up one of the guys here with a slide kick. There we go. Let's get them, off
Okay.
balance here.
So that's going to be Dex and kick to strike.
I need to find the appropriate roll.
Is kick an actual stat?
For me,
him,
it
yes.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
He is a street fighter.
yeah.
His martial arts are very specific.
Yeah. As you said Dex and kick, I was like, oh.
3 successes.
Uh-oh.
It's not even on my sheet.
and that's a lot of ones. Okay, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
He has a 4 for soak.
So 6. Four successes.
Oh, so that actually not only knocks him over but knocks him out.
Oh. Okay, well, one down, one to
Or-
go.
Nice.
No, he hasn't been hit yet. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys haven't been hit yet.
Okay. Whew.
Yes, you knocked him down. That was. If you want to take another action for a minus die, you can.
Ooh. He's down on the ground. The other guy. Let's flying knee thrust the other guy.
Okay.
For
Not
a
an official
minus.
fight. It's not dishonorable to hit him again.
Yeah. So it would be at a -1 difficulty for the other guy.
This is a Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, you're down a die to strike with this one, so it's going to be Dex and kick -1 die.
Okay, so I think that's yeah, that's 7. Okay. 5 successes.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right.
Also for stamina for soak.
For stamina.
So you're going to be rolling. Looks like 6. Or no, sorry, not 6. 'Cause it's a different maneuver.
Flying knee thrust, or not flying knee thrust. Oh, it was flying knee thrust. All right, fine, whatever.
What do you yell when you do this?
Ah!
Is this a super move?
It is
No, he
not
just-
really.
he throws his knee. You know, he jumps up, throws his knee up there, and goes flying bubbly.
Flying knee thrust.
Failure.
Oh.
Flying bubbly.
Oh,
I don't know why they did that to Raiden, but it was so funny.
Hoboken.
I'm broken.
He says,
I should have monkey grab punched him. All right,
So
well that's
you
fine.
you connect, but you don't do anything to him, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So
my turn.
yes.
Okay.
So you've already got your sword ablaze at this point. Are you going to invoke?
Yes. I'm gonna do it again.
Roll it.
Two successes again. Okay.
Okie doke. So you have your action here, and then 2 more coming up at the end of the round.
Oh,
960
I missed something.
She's
yeah,
been
slash
hacked.
mm.
1 success.
All right, great success. Okay,
Very
so
nice.
the first guy you struck at, and he's wounded. He's keeping his distance, and your swing ends up going wide and ends up shattering part of the burning door.
Okay.
Are you gonna press your luck?
Can I?
I don't know. Can you?
Like, do I have to wait till the end of the round?
No. If you're gonna take an extra action, you can. You're down.
Oh,
a die.
then I'm just down at. Oh, yeah, duh. Is this something that we were always able to do?
Yes, but it also means that, should people start shooting back at you or also attacking, you're also down additional die for dodge. That's the gamble.
Okay. 2
So
successes.
2 successes. Oh, roll to finish him. See if you're able to.
Finish him. I don't have a deep enough voice.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Oh yeah.
yes.
I actually have a sound wave for that. Hold on one second.
He's
Where did it go?
he's a puddle.
Oh, did I take it out? No, I didn't. There it is, right here.
Fatality.
Ah, my skin.
So you swung and you missed on that one, but you're just this is everything that you've hated for the longest time, being stuck in this situation and knowing this was coming. So you just spun back around and you catch him with your blade. And there, at first you thought you didn't actually make connection because there was no resistance. And then when you finally turn to face the other aggressor who's there, and you can see that there's more obviously coming down the hallway.
Oh, great.
This guy, he ends up falling into two pieces at your side. Just,
He's
Oh,
literally
hey.
beside himself.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, so we are now at NPC actions. All right, so Guy ends up opening up on Brittany. Are you going to try and keep moving to dodge? You'll be down another die.
Yes.
All right.
Dex and athletics.
Dex and athletics.
I'm gonna spend a will.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So the guy that you've injured, obviously doesn't have his full die pool because you've hurt him, ends up firing down the hallway, like past you. Tang, 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 tang. You see the rounds riddle up the side. He's going to keep going and fire on you one more time.
Do I dodge again, but
Yep.
with one less?
Yep.
Two.
Narrowly. At that, like he ends up putting a hole in your cardigan. He got close.
Rude.
Does her
That's
cardigan absorb the bullet, so now she has this bullet she can pull out?
Now I have a bullet I can pull out.
Yeah. Just,
I was going to ask, does all of his
That's-
stuff come pouring out of it?
That's like a cardinal sin to shoot the cardigan.
all right. So those of you who are outside, sniper fire again. Actually, this time because Sly is in angelic form, both of them are coming right at him.
So because of that, when they're shooting at him, because of his radiant aura ability, they're going to be at one additional difficulty. So it'll be a 7 rather than 6 to hit him.
Cool. And since you still can't see them, give me, since you know it's coming, give me a reflexive perception and alertness check. Difficulty 7.
Gotcha. Two successes.
Okay. Yes, they are coming from down the street. So next round, well, actually, yeah, next round, because you saw you saw a little bit of a flash. You can see where they're at, so you can stick and move at this point. So one hit. Nope, another one skips off the ground nearby. So only one hit.
Oh, Jerome, did Jocelyn die? I know you said she got shot, but
No, she's not dead. She's hunkered down right now beside the car.
Very,
Oh,
very low
Birdie.
at the totem pole on the rounds. Yeah.
okay. I couldn't remember if she did anything. I just remember she
I
got
rolled a
shot.
1.
Oh,
Okay. And I think in your angelic form, obviously, you can absorb or potentially absorb lethal, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stamina.
Okay.
Plus any other modifiers you might have.
Yes, his armor will come into play as well. I'm gonna re-roll that.
quick, turn your camera off.
Such a superstitious lot.
3 successes.
Okay.
We are playing a game with angels and demons and
This is true. So
Priestess.
one of the other round, the round catches you. Most of everything that you have, take it up, but 2 more points seep through. Bank.
Dang. Okay.
But it's lethal, obviously, so still easier to heal.
Yeah.
All right, so we are now at Shelly.
Okay, so I have a question because I forgot about it last round. So I'm at hurt, so that gives me a -1. So
Mhm.
is that a -1 to attack
That's to everything.
on
It is a
everything?
-1 to all of your die pools.
Okay, so I need to take that into consideration. So, um, I'm trying to think because she doesn't know where the shots are coming from.
Yeah, so far Sly's the only one that knows where they're coming from. And there's the 2 guys that are still in a fight right now with Charles and Cade.
But one's down on the ground.
Yeah, one was tripped up.
Okay. How close am I to Charles and Cade?
You'll need to spend a full round running to catch up to him.
Okay. Okay. Um, she'll go to help Charles and Cade.
Okay, so running in.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're at Dale and Rachel.
Okay. So he's first just gonna reflexively say, "There's snipers down the way," and he points where that's gonna be at. And then what else could he actually do here? He's at this point, has he made it so that he's with Charles and Cade at the?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's see. He's going to go up to the one that's not on the ground and see if he can disarm him.
Okay, so just try to rip the gun from his hand.
Right.
Okay. So that is going to be Dex and Brawl.
Right. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. So you are so at this point you grabbed a hold of him. You haven't completely got the weapon away from him, but you've got it tied up. Like he can't use it to shoot on anybody at this point. He's trying to keep a hold of it.
Awesome.
Rachel.
I mean, I'm pretty much hunched over trying not to get shot at this point.
Are you capable of spending blood to heal yourself at least?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I'm hurt, or I'm injured rather, which is only -1, but I can't do anything else. I'm useless here.
Charles doesn't keep a gun in the car.
No.
No,
Charles doesn't have
No,
firearms.
I don't even.
I don't have. I don't have.
I mean, I do have firearms, but I don't keep a gun on me normally.
So
no.
at this point, Joss looks at Joe, and now that you've gotten a good look at Joss looks like she has like more leathery reptilian style wings coming off of her at this point, with kind of like dark, like a dark-ish sort of doom-like armor that envelops her body, and she still looks like angelically attractive, but in a very, very dark
Yes.
sort of
I
way,
get-
kind of
yeah.
like a the Queen of Blades, sort of like the Queen of Blades from StarCraft 2. So you want to look that up later, you can. She looks to Joe and just tells Joe like literally pull the car into the park.
All right. I mean, and I'll lean back up and just put it into gear and go. I just
Basically what she's trying to do is so that way you're not stuck in a position where you have to back up to try and get out. If you're in the park, yeah, I mean you're legally parked, but who cares at this point? If you swing around the two cars that are blocking the road, you can at least use part of the park to circle around and get out in case everybody needs to escape.
okay, sure.
And she takes flight.
Nice.
And she's like some sort. She's another fallen angel, or something, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 of our 3 fallen angels are very sexually active. Very interesting.
Okay. And we still have some attacks at the end of the round for Brittany.
Ooh, I forgot about those.
You can forego them if you want.
Okay. No, I'm gonna take what's mine.
Okay.
Okay, am I back up to my normal dice?
Yes.
Okay. 4 successes.
That's the guy that's still in your face.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
Ooh. Do you want to describe how you finish him off?
Thoroughly. No, she's. I just.
Fatality.
I'd just be quick about it. There
Okay,
are
so
other things to
with
concern
a
ourselves with.
spin and a flick of your wrist, in your supernatural speed, you just kind of step through him as your sword effortlessly passes through his body, sending him sprawling out to the ground dead.
Perfect. That's what I was going to say.
I like
Okay.
she had a moment of Queen of Hearts and yelled, "Off with your head."
Fatality.
And then she caught the head in her cardigan for later.
Yes.
I just quickly held open the pocket real quick, whoop, and it disappears. Still looks like it's a full cardigan and everything.
With a hole.
With a little bit of a hole, yeah. Okay. And then right now, down the hallway, more are coming. If you want to race to them, you can, or you can step back inside and force them to come to you.
Can I take this opportunity? Shoot. Should I switch weapons and pull out a firearm?
You absolutely can switch weapons. That will be your action, but yes, you can.
Okay, we'll try that.
Okay, and that is where we're going to stop for the evening. I know it's right in the middle of combat. I do apologize. This is obviously going to take up a good bit. But I did anticipate this being a multi-part part of the story because we are nearing the season end.
Dun, dun,
And then
dun.
Abby can show up out of the blue and save us all.
No, she's preoccupied.
Oh.
She's
She's
detained.
she's handcuffed.
So okay, so
She's detained.
we have some RP votes to take care of real quick. So we are going to start with George.
No, you always start with me.
I know.
I am going to. Oh, it's your droid. I apologize. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go with Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rachel.
Okay.
Thank you.
1 for Rachel. Dale.
Also 1 for Rachel.
Okay. Brittany.
I'm gonna go with Davy because I get to see his sweet moves for the first time.
Nice.
Okay. Rachel.
I'm gonna go with Dale because it was nice to have a conversation with somebody other than an NPC about a character.
Okay. Shelly.
You know, my vote's going to Brittany, and the reason is that she knows, well, Petra knows how important that chalice is, and that we are trying to get it back, and it's in her vicinity, possession, and she never said a word to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the vote goes to Brittany for not leaving a note ever.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah.
And
So-
Davey.
I vote for the droid.
Okay.
And he's happy about that.
Droid likes it, but Droid can't get an RP.
Aw.
The droid can't vote. He's a convicted felon.
I'm gonna go with Rachel for taking the bullet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives us a winner of Rachel. So Rachel put down an additional
Yeah.
2.
3 games in a row, guys.
That's just because you're awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay, so those of you who are hanging out with us still, or we'll see this in the replay, tomorrow night is our Marvel Superheroes game, Modern Age Heroes. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It's gonna be a good time.
And then on this coming Wednesday, which is the 16th, yes, the 16th is going to be Survivor's Dawn, our brand new game that we are putting together. So you'll want to check that out if you can. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And cheer us on or see what sort of hijinks everybody gets up to. So, yes. Absolutely.
What the droid said.
Yeah, well, the droid beeped a bit. Very intent at staring right now.
He said to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Yes. So, all right. Have a good night, and we'll catch you again next game. Good night, guys.
Bye.
All right.